Unmuting. Get rid of our stream start soon logo. Make sure it's working. There we go. Excellent. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Ruins of Azlant, our Tuesday game. As you can see from the image, we last left off with the party just absolutely laying waste to a bunch of mantis shrimp and skags, like underwater trolls, including this lovely druid one, Dahaka. I just really like her art.
There was nothing lovely about her.
I don't know. She's kind of lovely.
Loveliness is in the soul.
Now that we've seen the absolute slaughter you guys committed, I'm going to go ahead and delete those tokens as they're literally taking up most of this room.
Kitties, get out of here. Go away.
And, of course, you may notice a little change on the stream overlay. Last week we said a slot open. It's no longer open because Rain was able to rejoin us. So, yay!
Yay!
We got our barbarian back.
Smash, smash, Hulk smash.
There goes all the charisma conversations that we can have.
That being said,
we
our
so much without her.
our lovely kineticist has family stuff to do. So we got our barbarian back, but for tonight, our kineticist is technically absent. That being said, we are going to most likely keep using her to attack things per the wishes of Yuri. Because, you know, why ease up on me as the DM? Just slaughter all my monsters.
And she might turn into a shark.
And she might turn into a shark.
Shark bait, ooh,
So, where we last left off, you guys arrived outside the Tower of the Lich, the Alabaster Trident. You guys saw there was an entrance up through the Tines. But ignoring that way in, which is up here, you guys, I believe it was a Dimension Door spell from Cetus, just popped directly in to the next section of the dungeon, which is just a little bit underwater. Popped into a room that was immediately occupied by all those trolls, sea skags, and mantis shrimp that we saw, which you handily took care of, and I will reread the description of the room you're in now, and then we will get cooking with where you explore next. You did notice that during the fight, while it's not affecting you currently, it seems that the arrival via any sort of teleportation magic has thrown up some sort of strange ward across this whole building. Cetus, I believe you sensed it, but you didn't know exactly the extent of it yet. So, where you all are standing right now, you guys had gone, you skipped that level, so you're down to here. This large room is decorated with clumps of sandy mud, each spouting a riot of colorful seaweed. Tiny crabs, sea slugs, and other aquatic vermin roam freely about the room. A single door leads out of the room to the west with a crude carving above it. A vast circular pit yawns in an alcove near the door. A few stone steps and a partial stone banister indicate that the pit may once have held a spiral staircase, but those stairs have since gone missing. Near the edge of the pit is another statue of a stern-robed man. As you all get your, get your bearings around here, there is a flash of multicolored light, and who should appear but our lovely barbarian? In a flash of light, having been sent here via a teleportation scroll, thanks to Talakmeti, the oracle and seer of Telecentry City. Rain, what do you say as you pop back in? You've been sent over here by the leader of the city, knowing that your party has been sent after toward the lair of a lich, powerful undead caster, and you guys are trying to rescue Dracissa, who is the merfolk, the daughter of Anamora, the woman who so kindly let you all stay at her home. She's been captured and imprisoned here, seemingly as some sort of gift from the aboleths to the lich.
Hey,
Raina
Ben.
walk in.
Something's going on in chat.
Raina walk in and yell, "Yo, bitches!"
Sorry, I was
Taryn, I
reading my
thought you got
notes.
rid of that girl.
I
And where's
did.
the
Someone else
bird?
picked her up. She gets
Why
around.
did you pick her up again?
I didn't pick her up. Someone else picked her up.
Oh goodness, I just saw the chat. Alright. goodness. We'll get to that
anyway.
certainly in just a second here. Go ahead, Go ahead, Raina. Assume your intro as you
Rain.
teleport in.
So, what's going on? What are we doing? Who do I gotta kill? Where's the bird?
Mr. Sausage is currently on my shoulder. I don't just have a large black feathery growth, but
One never knows with you.
you know what? That is a valid point. That is exceptionally valid.
And she'll walk up and kind of pet the bird and go, "Okay, who do we kill?"
Yeah, that's what we're looking for right now.
Well, first and foremost, not that one. And she points to Yutpan.
What the?
I'm okay with that. I think it's
Yes.
fine. Go ahead.
The one with the great
Travis,
axe.
please.
Mistress, does the protection you guaranteed me from the rest of them extend to the great axe wielder?
No.
Rain, please.
I will go over here to the side of the room.
It's gonna hide behind Cetus.
The mistress has commanded I kill none of her friends. As such, I will stay behind her until this matter is sorted.
Well,
And every time Yutpan says Cetus, you just see... Mistress, you see Cetus just, like, scrunch up her face a little bit.
what's wrong with your face?
Oh, nothing.
Yes, are you quite alright, mistress? You seem in distress.
You're behind me. You can't
You
see
sure
my
you don't
face.
want me to kill him?
I'm
Your
sure.
face
I'm sure.
changes.
He's useful. He's useful, and he's a friend and a...
It is
And a
true, I have
cherished
banished
ally.
many souls to the depths of the abyss, never to be heard from again.
He's
I
killed a
thought
lot
I
of
did
shrimp.
that to you too.
But you brought me back, and now here we are. Fate works in mysterious ways.
She's a bitch, all right. She's a bitch.
Yes, I am.
Your fate? I
Look
thought
at
you
our
were
cleric.
Cetus.
I am many things, Rain.
I think we will all get along just fine. However, as you are discussing with Yutpan, your assassin, who is currently bound under a gesh that the lovely Cetus has cast upon him, to obey all her commands lest he waste away into nothingness, you see a surge of multiplanar magic, different colors rippling from a central spot in the water, as you see a card float through the room. Who would like
man.
to make a roll as Lourdes in chat has dropped? It's been a while since we've seen one of these in our games. What is a deck of many things draw? For those
The
watching,
last time I did that, it wasn't good for me. So Raina put her hands behind her back.
fair enough.
So,
And for those wondering,
I'm pretty
the lovely
sure-
Drow, they actually redid the deck of many things for our streams. It's got different roles to make things fun, but not utterly devastating.
So, from
You did the
looking
last
at the
two,
chat,
didn't
it looks like I was supposed to be the target of this. If
You're
nobody
up.
else wants to touch it, I will
Ah, I see.
happily stick my hand into the fire again.
Apologies,
Great.
chat. I had a litany of notes that I was going over for this session, as you guys jumped all over the dang place last session and threw my notes into disarray. All right,
I'm back.
Drow, the card
Here I go.
floats. Give me your D52.
E52? Hang on.
Oh wait, actually, I have the deck right here. I was sorry. I was gonna say roll if I couldn't find my cards, but I found
Okay.
them. Here we go. I shuffle. I shuffled them up before this session actually too, and
I accidentally rolled.
That's okay. I just drew one as well. Because otherwise,
Also,
why
don't
did I
like what
buy a
drew-
deck? Although I do.
You're right. You're right.
Let's just see. That'll also be way easier than me counting down. I don't know why I thought that would have been a good idea if I'd had to like count to 45.
I should go through and number them.
Ooh, that's not a bad shout. Ooh.
That does not make me feel good.
As you draw the card, you see a lovely multicolored peacock drawn across the front. It's the same as the Ace of Diamonds.
Oh boy.
Your gold
Anticipation
purse
is killing me, man.
feels a little bit lighter, but your skin hardens, turns to stone, so that you can better resist attacks in this deep dungeon. You gain the effects of the Stone Skin spell.
Alright. Oh, that could have been so much worse.
Drought.
So
Draw 3 cards from the deck and still like come out on top every time.
that's true. You have come out on top a lot here. But yeah, so that's gonna give you DR10 adamantine. And basically for the next until you've used up 150 points of damage worth, you get DR10 adamantine.
Shit. 150?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
So you can
great,
still be
because I'm
damaged on each attack. Like if it goes over 10, it'll still hurt you, but 10 reduced every time until
Yeah.
you're down from 150. Excellent. That's actually
Awesome.
very good for this dungeon.
That's awesome. I'm still pretty hurt.
Oh yeah, you got rocked during that last fight, didn't you? Or
yeah, I'm pretty
did
sure
Maris
somebody
not
came up to me.
heal you up after?
Yeah, he got everybody but me.
Ah, yes, that's right. You were just out of range
I
of the
was
channel.
out of range. I was just out of range.
Do you have any more? Anyone have any more healing or wands you want to drop on Cetus before you guys explore?
Is anybody up? I'm down 40, so channel a couple times.
Okay, go for a channel, and then
Please heal Yutpen.
Negative on Yutpan.
Why? He's helped.
let me see. What is Yutpan at right now?
You tell
Yutpan,
there.
Yutpan's
You
actually
tell.
not terribly. He's only like 12 down right now.
I was only like 12 down right now.
I believe
Then
so.
I'll,
I accidentally just closed his
revive
character
him.
sheet, so I gotta open it back up.
Oh, Yutpen died. Oh no.
He is not dead, I promise. He still has, at the very least, over 100 health.
Let me roll the thing. Wait, I don't need my actual dice. I have roll 20 for that.
This ain't the podcast. No actual dice for you.
Sorry! Gosh!
Let's see. What was his actual? Okay, so he's down like 40, but he still has like 130 HP. So pretty well off. All right, as these powerful channels go off through the water, rippling with sunlight, even in this long hidden away from the world, like sepulcher type dungeon. Everyone can go ahead and give me... Oh, for yet? Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check, now that you're not in the midst of combat with all these trolls. Alright, we got a 14.
I haven't had time to update my sheet. Sorry.
It's all good. Alright, a 23 and a 21 are both going to spot it. So in addition to the items you're going to find on Dahaka, I'll tell you right now, her other scrags, they didn't have anything on them, just crazy barbarian trolls. But in addition to the items on her, you also see that among the like weeds and coral, she has stashed a fair amount of treasure, presumably from other humanoids that they have captured. There's a lot here, so I'm just going to put it all in the Roll20 chat, but presuming you have time here, you can take 20 on these checks to identify the items. There are such thing as origami swans, a bottle of air, a monk's robe, a bag of holding type 3, and a trident of
Well,
fish
that's
command.
no.
Man, that would have been good.
Yeah.
I know someone who could have used that.
Essentially, it's like a +1 trident with a 6-foot-long haft. It enables people to charm up to 14 hit dice of aquatic animals as per the Charm Animal spell. No two of which are more than 30 feet apart. You can use this effect up to 3 times per day. Additionally, you can communicate with aquatic animals as if using the Speak with Animals spell.
I'm gonna do
So if you hold it, you can talk to fish.
some spellcrafts and stuff.
Hell yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, I was saying with the amount of time, guys, you can probably just take 20 and successfully know those things about it.
All right.
So if you want to look up other items, you can feel free to do that as well. I don't think the monk's robe, I believe it's not going to be as much use to you guys. Yeah, specifically if you have levels in monk, that it's actually good.
The dragonhide breastplate might be good for rain.
That
you got
actually very well could.
armorized.
Yeah, what is Rain's armor right now? I think last time was like a magical chain shirt last time you were here.
Yes.
The breastplate might actually be better. Let me check how much you're getting from the chain shirts.
I think it's a chain shirt.
Oh yeah, 1+1 mithril shirt. Oh, it's giving you 5. Oh, but you're getting more of a dex bonus from it. So I don't know if it'd be worth switching to the breastplate.
Okay.
Ah, darn it.
Then
Yeah.
she won't. You just thought she'd look badass in it. That's what it is.
It does look pretty cool, to
Okay,
be fair.
maybe a little.
All
Maybe a
right.
little, and I'm also out here watching out for her best interest.
Oh, you love me.
I do.
All right.
I want to make sure you don't die again.
Again.
Cetus died, by the way. Did you know that?
No, I
She
hadn't
came
gotten to that
back.
Yeah, she died by getting like completely atomized.
Wow.
Yeah.
You
it was
did get
pretty-
disintegrated
pretty
into sea
horrific.
muck.
Yep. And
Who'd you
Pretty
have
sure
to sell
Mary-
your soul to come back?
I think it was Terran.
I think they just had enough cash this time. Just raw money.
It's always about
Yeah.
the Benjamins.
Sugar Daddy Terrence taking care of everyone out here.
Hell yeah.
Oh God.
So
He doesn't let his girls go. Don't worry. He takes
you
care
guys have
He
door
lets them
through
get
here.
kidnapped, though.
You guys haven't explored, and a hole through here. Where would you like to go?
Apparently, I'm a bad friend, so I have to go rescue a girl now.
Understandable.
How's Yutpen looking?
Yutpan is now at 158 out of 184.
Okay, that's fine.
Acknowledged.
Unless
we have
he
to go.
wants more.
Here
It's Yutpen's ideas on everything.
or here?
Yeah, Rain, those are the two places. Anything over
Okay.
here is just like a straight up wall.
Okay.
Yutpan says, I will be
Yeah, so
fine
we
for
keep-
now.
Say we keep heading down.
Alright, you want to go through the circular pit then?
Yeah, I think.
Do we want to make sure that nothing else comes out of there so that we can't get like pinned on both sides?
So you want to look through the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright. If you want to look through the door first, let me switch back to that page.
I would like to have Yutpen look through the door.
Alright, I'm gonna stealth Yutpan through there. Yutpan very quietly, with that like deep merfolk ability to somewhat like blend in with the water around him. Slowly swims in. Rain just follows right behind him though and kicks the door open. Let's reveal the room that they both can now see.
I don't know why she thought that was a good idea.
She just
We've
wants
got-
to be cool like Yutpen.
Another door over there. You got 2 more doors here. And give me 1 second, and I'll read you the description. I don't need yet Pan's description. Eviscerated fish, shredded seaweed, and greenish clawed fingers float lazily in this room. Several large nests of seaweed, each choked with filth, are scattered haphazardly against the walls. A door in the northeast part of the room bears spiky words crudely carved above it. Door to the west has rocks and debris stacked in front of it. And a third door stands in an odd projection of wall in the southwest corner. This was where the rest of the scrags were like sleeping and eating and generally just being gross trolls. Does anyone read giant?
No.
Well, not much of a
No.
warning at this
Linnea
point
might.
anyway. I'll check Linnea if she can, but you're not missing too much because you already killed what was in the other room. Also, give me 1 second. I turned the heat up way too high in the room right now, and I'm dying in my outfit. God, it's like an oven. Okay, I'm good. Oh my god. It speaks so much. Common, Azlanti, Aquan, Aboleth, Aklo, Gripply, Elven, Abyssal, Sylvan. No giant. The words
Yeah,
remain
that was
a mystery.
that was the same way it was with Cetus. Just like all these things, but still no giant.
But apart from those 2 doors, give me another perception check as you search through here.
Ooh!
Oh, Rain. You see just...
Ooh!
Oh my god, 2 nat 20s in a row.
We
You
both
two,
went, "Woo!"
despite all like the filth and like floating severed fingers, like other gross troll stuff in this room, you both immediately see the only real thing of value here. A belt with a magical aura woven out of red eel skin, decorated with silver studs engraved with Verizian motifs. Give me a spellcraft check.
I will do that. Oh, it'd be great if I could not suck. That's the one thing I'm supposed to be. good at.
26 is just enough, thankfully. This, my friend, is a merform belt. Once per day, the wearer of the belt can command it to transform her into the form of a merfolk. While in this form, the wearer can breathe water and transform her lower body into a merfolk fishtail. You get a +2 natural armor bonus and a swim speed of 30, though while the wearer is in this form, their land speed is reduced to 5. The wearer can take this form for up to 12 hours and can end the effect at any time with a command.
That's real useful.
In the party of merfolk.
In the party of merfolk.
And
It
Rain,
would
who
help some of our past characters.
Rain and Linnea are both, I believe, faster without being a merfolk.
Yeah.
That being said, it's worth a pretty penny.
It matches Yutpen's outfit. Well, technically Terran's right now.
Additionally, thanks to chat, there's going to be another item of the random persuasion. And I'm going to roll some stuff for me. That's all very interesting, the things that I rolled.
Uh-oh.
Well, Cetus just drew from the deck, and it's Rain's first day back. So, Rain, would you like to roll...
Yeah. Rain.
This is going to be a bunch of different things, but would you like to roll first a d3 to see whether this is a weapon, an armor, or a wondrous item?
A D3? What do I hit? Roll
/R space
Slash R.
1d3.
/R space. Cha. Whatever I did, it didn't. Other use.
Alrighty.
Good job.
This is going to be a set of... Oh, it's going to be a magical weapon. Go ahead and give me a D100. Ooh, 58. And what level are you guys now? You guys still 13?
I think so.
Okay.
That's
go
what I
back
was
and
told.
check.
That's
Yeah, I
what
think that
was.
we're like. I think that we're like 25,000 more until then, until we level up.
Okay. Cool. With a 58, go ahead and give me a spellcraft check.
I don't have spellcraft.
You guys, if you guys can see it too, you see there is a small dagger hidden amongst the reeds.
Motherfuck!
That's better than what Terrence was.
This is the one thing I'm good at!
Sucks
And
to
5's the
suck.
highest I've rolled!
Sucks to suck.
Alright. Boo. Whoa.
Hang on.
Forgot that I have to add Pathfinder when I Google stuff. Otherwise, it just gives me real results. And that's not what I need in my life.
I actually can't do better as Mr. Sausage.
Oh, do you want Mr. Sausage to roll?
No, I can't do better than what Cetus got.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, it does not want to roll right now, but I will just describe it to you. This is an assassin's dagger. A strange, curved-looking knife. It's a +2 dagger. It provides a +2 bonus on the save needed to resist the death attack of an assassin prestige class.
So that just
Oh,
basically
so
has
Yutpen.
Yutpen's name engraved on it.
Is it red and covered in coral?
It's such a specific item. I was like, holy shit, I can't believe that was the item.
Does someone pick it up and it just says Mistress?
He looks over and he's like, he just like gets like this, you know, the craziest gasp you've ever heard him say. Just like,
Just this real girly.
yeah.
Oh my god!
Mistress,
Where I left
Mistress, may I see that dagger?
Raina pick it up and start playing with it as he's.
Oh, be careful! Its cut is quite deadly.
Oh, you want this?
I would
you
love
like
it.
this?
It's far too small for you, Rain.
All right, so that being said, Rain, since you pick it up and play with it, some things are gonna happen here.
Oh god.
Y'all know Rain. If it's a red button that says "Don't push," he pushes it.
I tried.
First
Whatever
cursed
curse
item.
happens to you right now,
I
know that
really
tried.
thought Yotpan would pick up the cursed item, but no. In fact, it was Rain the whole time.
Oh man.
I tried.
All right, I need you to
This
give
is a trap
me
for him.
2 D100 checks for Rain.
Oh god. You got this, Rain.
Yes, okay. So the triggering effect is when it's underwater. Excellent start.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, I picked up this fancy thing about, not getting damaged. So
Oh, it might not be damaged though.
Bum.
Oh boy.
So you
Here
got
we
a
go.
56 on the second one. Okay. As you draw the dagger, you feel a strange static charge in your hand that is not going to come to fruition at the moment, but has marked you for the day.
Think about
would the Lantern King intervene because he already marked me? Did he allow a second one?
You just hear the Lantern King just like chuckling in the back of your mind.
Okay.
All right. Unbeknownst to you guys, you now have a cursed dagger. Rain, do you hold on to it or do you pass it to Yutpan?
Oh, I hand it to Yutpan.
All right. Yutpens, excellent. This dagger will be of great use. I thank you, barbarian. And just sheathes it in one of his, like, many, like, leather sheaths all around his belt. Alright, we'll see what happens with that in a minute. You guys did not recognize what curse that could be, or that it was, in fact, cursed. So, you guys got 2 doors. Where do you want to go? Got 2 doors in that pit.
This is wonderful. The barbarian and the sneak attack rogue are cursed.
Yep.
It will be fine, I am
Great.
sure. Which door do you want to go through first?
Go through here, or do you want to go over here?
Whichever way is going to get us to the big bad guy and the girl.
Okay, we'll say you try the side first. It appears that this is like some sort of walled-off, barred balcony that just looks out into the ocean.
Oh, we could do Romeo and Juliet from there. Oh.
And then your other room.
Wherefore art thou, Dracissa?
Wherefore art thou, Dracissa?
Pass.
Here there used to be the nests of the snaps, the giant mantis shrimps. But of course, they are all very dead now after you slaughtered them last session. You can see that there are indeed a set of stairs here as well. Although it appears to just lead to a blocked off collapsed passage. So all that remains is the pit.
Don't.
Yay, the pit.
Into the pit. Everyone into the
Everything
pit.
is bad.
Into the pit.
Oh, this is gonna be there.
Alright. Give me 1 sec. I'm just going to gather up all your tokens because you guys bypassed the time part. So we're going to move on to a new map. Oh, and I realized our music just cut out. Give me 1 sec. All right. The open shaft continues to descend into the depths. It appears that it continues down deeper than where you all are right now, perhaps stopping at a series of floors. Here, a narrow ledge rings the central shaft, with 6 doorways at equal intervals. The white lacquered doors hang askew, showing more signs of decay than the walls and door frames around them. For this area, if you want to just make a general perception check, the rooms are all very similar. Right. These quarters appear to have once belonged to servants. They're not very nice. Most of the stuff has decayed. The only thing of value that is not disintegrated or just kind of been poisoned by sea things is a sustaining spoon. A magical item that has been labeled in Azlant, which I believe enough of you speak. It's been labeled in a drawer that's like, if the masters forget to feed us.
Oh no. That's very heartbreaking.
You know, if it's animals, Rain's going to go, unlock the door or something.
Just empty.
Probably
Just old
trolls.
servants' quarters.
Wow. That kind of sucks.
Do you guys continue down the shaft?
Is there anything here with like spirit sense? Or whatever bullshit Yutpan has?
Whatever bullshit Yutpan has. He has blind sense.
I remember fighting him!
He has blind sense, but he shakes his head. He's like, I do not sense anything on this floor. Perhaps deeper.
Are we cool with going deeper? I'm cool with going deeper.
Deeper it is.
Alright.
Alright.
As you all descend, you can take your tokens. Directly below that first circle is going to be the next floor of this circular shaft.
There's 2 Terrans.
Are there 2 Terrans? Terrans, remove one of yourselves, please. This is unacceptable behavior.
Fine.
1 was enough.
Alright.
If it was 2, try.
So you guys can get a perception check as you enter this area. It's very dark, but actually with your various abilities, you're going to spot them unless you pretty much get a nat 1, which you do not. This wide circular room contains window frames at each of the cardinal directions, but the windows have been filled in with the same pale stone as the rest of the tower. The open central shaft pierces the room. Several piles of broken furniture, such as end tables, couches, and armoires, line the walls, some piled nearly to the ceiling. With those perception checks, you see 2 very large beings begin to lumber towards you. And these are actually some unique art from this book. It is not the normal art from the bestiary for them, but you see 2 large-sized bronze constructs lumbering toward you all. I'm actually going to make the first one really big so everyone can see the cool art.
Oh, that does look pretty cool.
They are swole.
Too bad we don't have Sin anymore.
And I'll reveal
Who's
the other
Sin?
one.
Sin was my last character who was like obsessed with clockwork and knew how to reprogram him.
Mm-hmm.
Sure did.
Alright. As you see them before they can get any chance to get the drop on you, they emerge out of those like broken piles of furniture, and we are going to actually let me clear the initiative order because you guys are on a new map. And once you're ready, you can roll into initiative.
Does Rain still have her lions, or did they get killed?
You still have them. They're still in the
They're still on, yeah.
they're the magic item. So even when they're killed,
Okay.
they just return to the statue. And it's definitely been
Okay.
long enough
They're
that you could use them.
lions.
Okay.
And we're underwater.
They would not. They would have to hold their breath.
Was just asking. Gosh.
All right, let's see. Ooh, oh baby, the clockwork golem's actually getting a good initiative.
Didn't hit the thing.
See this? No.
I know. I'm sorry.
All right, so let me get. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta roll for Linnaean and Yutpan. All right, let's go with Linnaean's first.
Oh yeah, Yutpan's gonna be real useful with all of his precision damage and criticals and shit on clockwork bullshit.
Yep. Yutpan immediately is just like,
Good.
my dagger and my skills will do nothing against such metal monstrosities. What's your initiative bonus? Because he also got a 17.
Oh, he for sure wins. Mine's a +2.
Okay, he does indeed win.
Yeah. Yeah.
So first up is going to be Maris, as these 2 automatons begin advancing on you.
I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself,
Hell yeah.
and then I'm going to take a 5-foot step to there.
Alright, this holy sunlight blazes around you, briefly lighting up this dark shaft in the middle of the dungeon. And that's going to bring us to the golems. As one of them is going to 5-foot step and advance on Rain, you guys see the one on the right near Maris. Its head kind of like jerks violently, and a voice emerges from the hollow metal head. First that duplicitous sea slug, and now you? Have I not suffered enough interruptions to my noble efforts? If you further delay my great plan of vengeance, you side with the enemies of Azlant. Begone, or your lives are forfeit. This is a strange, kind of like deep, but kind of like very quiet, dried out voice, who one of you recognizes. See this?
Oh man!
This is the voice
the Lich.
of the Lich that responded to your sending spell. So that one is gonna gets possessed there, and does nothing as it has to adapt to Auburn's possession. The other one, however, is gonna go in on Rain with 2 like punches with its metal hands.
Bring it, Metalhead. Just bring it.
First one's a nat 1, so that is a miss. And that is 2 nat 1s, the 1 in 400 chance. The golem,
Are you kidding me?
after years of disuse, rusts, and its arms, both rush through the water on either side of Rain, dealing no damage.
You watch Rain do the little dance, you know.
As Rain goes dancing,
Does she get if they go to either side of her, does she get an op attack?
none of them moved through her threatened square yet.
Okay.
If it moves up a little bit more, it would. But for now, no. I just wanted to get close enough to do those attacks, and just utterly failed. My constructs have failed. Alright, Yutpan, with his fucking sawtooth saber in one hand and his badass dagger in the other, not really having the abilities to do a lot in this fight. He is, at the very least, going to try to attack with his shadow armor that you gave him, helping him blend in. He is going to swim up next to this one over here, which is going to provoke an op attack. What the It's a nat 1?
No.
It's a nat 1.
3 in a row, baby. 3 in a row.
What the fuck? What are the odds of that? Alright, well, so he is gonna do that and try to attack with his sword. He gets, of course, a nat 20. I hate my life.
I
don't think he can crit the construct, though, at the very least. But he is going to damage the construct, for sure, as his sawtooth saber just rakes, like, in between those mammoth sections of arm, and, like, snaps away a bunch of gears. With that, it is going to be Cetus's turn while I try to calculate what the fucking odds are of me getting 3 nat 1s. It's 1 in 8,000, in case anyone was wondering. It's 1 in 8,000.
Holy shit. That's beautiful.
I am annoyed. Alright, Cetus. You could make a Arcana check, by the way, to, like, identify these things. So you see what their deal is.
Okay. Look at mine. Boy! All the stuff that I'm good at.
The dice are cursed tonight. That is enough to know, like, one thing about them, which is that they are immune to magic.
Oh.
Yes.
Boy.
Yes, they are not good for spellcasters. Your pan's like, Mistress, I cannot stab them, but surely your heightened magics will take care of them.
Shit, Yotpan. Not really.
Oh.
I'm just gonna I'm just gonna cast haste then. I could hear the hurt. Oof.
All right. The pinkish
Everybody
aura of
gets
your
it.
magic swirls around the tails and legs of your comrades, speeding them up with a lovely haste spell. Are you moving anywhere as well?
Can I go like up?
Yeah, you can go like
I
back
just
up into
sorta
the
wanna
shaft.
Get out of dodge.
So this room itself is about 15 to 20 feet high. So you could like float up without needing to go like back into the shaft to get to the previous level and still be out of their reach.
Nice.
Alright, so you kind of move up vertically to escape the golems. And that brings us to Linnaean. Oh no. Because Yuri said they can't. Spell resistance applies. Can they hit constructs?
I think there's 2 different types of attacks.
I think maybe his weapon one would be able to.
Get in there and slash, I guess.
Alright, so he is going to take the time to convert to an electric blade. I should really just have his sheet open the whole time. Alright, so she moves up and is going to try to strike with one electric sword slice here. And since it is electricity, that is going to be against touch AC. So that is a hit, confirmed. And it's not natural weapons, all energy damage that gets through any DR. Dealing 45 to the golem that appears to be hosting Auburn. Brings us to Terran.
I am going to... They don't have reach, do they?
They do. You know they have 10-foot reach. They're very big.
Oh, that sucks. So there's no way around this fucker.
Yes.
Alright. This one on the right hasn't acted, correct?
It's acted. Its turn was just it getting acclimated to its like possession. But it did already use a attack of opportunity on Yutpan.
Right.
That was the third nat one.
I will swim through around it then to come up behind him. I know he'll get one attack. This guy will at least. But I want to try and get in a flanking position with Rain.
Okay. Yeah, that would just provoke only from this guy. That is a 32. So that is going to be a hit. You are going to take... Oh, that was not the right dice. You're going to take 17 damage. And what is your CMD?
Uh-oh, Taryn.
33, 32, 32.
Okay, it is going to grapple you in a fist, and as it does, the various gears and like levers inside the hand press and shred against you, dealing additional damage as the clockwork machinery hurts your body. You're going to take another 22 damage. You can still take a standard to try to break out of the grapple, though.
No, I'd rather try and hit him.
Okay, that works because you have a one-handed weapon. Go ahead. This is gonna be at a -4. Even with a -4, yeah, a 18 for a 42 is gonna hit. You can't crit the construct, but that still does 32 plus the electricity.
Does that crit confirm though, so I get the extra D10 electric damage, or no?
Oh, because the shocking burst goes off.
Correct.
Yeah, I would say that you don't get the extra like multiplied damage, but you would still get the shocking burst. Okay, with an extra 6. As lightning crackles all around this room. That brings us to Rain.
Okay. She will move a little closer.
Okay.
And it won't go too close.
No, you're already right up against it. It's just token doesn't take up the full square image, but you are next to it, so you could do a full round attack.
Okay. And which hand does he have Terran in?
We will say this hand over here, the right one on the image.
She's going to take her great underwater axe.
Oh, baby.
And hit him right on that area to try to get.
All right, I'm going to say if it exceeds a certain damage threshold on your attack rolls, that will cut off his arm to free Terran.
Okay. It's coming.
I believe in you.
Go. Go now. It hates me.
There it is. Okay. So we got 32, 26, 12 isn't a hit, but roll. Press it one more time because you're also gonna get a hasted attack. So far, it's got damage reduction. So that is.
I have hasted clicked on my buff thing.
Oh, maybe that was the extra attack 3 then? I'm not sure. Well, either way, that's also another hit. That is going to exceed the damage threshold as just boom, 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 3 chops in a row. And as the blade hits, severs the gears holding Terran in place. Its hand falls off right at that joint. Terran, you are free, and the one on the left is not looking too good.
Nobody puts their hands on my Terran.
Aww.
Barris, it's your
Terran.
turn.
I'm just gonna try
I missed Rain.
full round attack.
Ladies
this
are
thing.
just
Go
all
for it.
over you.
Okay. So they're
Go,
not
Barris.
evil because they're just neutral constructs. However, hit. Not a hit on the last one. Those 2 attacks seem to do a little bit of damage, but it seems that partly your blade is just kind of scuffing their heavy, plate. Alright, that brings us back to these guys. This guy lost an arm, but he's just gonna try to go boom, boom, punch twice with his arm, his remaining arm. And that is gonna be 1 on Rain, 1 on Terran. This time, that is going to be over a 30, so it's going to hit Rain. Rain, you are going to take 21 damage. But
I have the damage reduction.
Yes, so
do I take half?
At all times, no matter what type of damage it is, you can reduce the damage by 2, so you actually take 19.
Okay.
Just in the midst of your anger and, prowess as a barbarian, the blow hits... and you just roll some of it off of you. Just don't even notice.
Just brush it off like you brush off your sleeve.
Exactly. And
That's all you got.
what's your CMD? Because on the punch, it's going to try to grab as well.
30.
30.
Wow, she wasn't raging either, so.
28.
Go ahead.
Doesn't grab you. In that
Cool.
case, it's going to swirl around and try to actually punch Terran next. Terran, that is going to be... What's your... It's 29 right now? In that case, it is a miss, if it is still 29. Yep. Alright? It gets really close, but you manage to kind of, hold your palm against your rapier and, slide. If it was above water, there'd be sparks everywhere as you, deflect its arm to the side. That brings us to Yutpan, who is going to make a hasted full round attack with the saber and dagger. I need more d20s up in here. Okay, so a couple of attacks are gonna get through there. After taking into account damage reduction, Yutpan just stabbing in wherever he sees a weak point is gonna be able to do about 18 damage to the right construct. As he stabs into it again, the construct does speak. It's like, why do you all continue to fight? Leave. Leave the trident. There's nothing here for you. His voice seems to be getting louder and angrier as the head whirls around to look at all of you. Cetus, it's your turn.
Give us the girl and we'll consider it.
Which girl?
A little pink mermaid in your stockades. Bound by the thumbs. The spellcaster ought to know that that is a cruel thing you can do.
Why should I give her up? There's a brief pause before he talks. Give me a sense motive check on his voice.
Boy. Fuck me running.
Nothing seems amiss. Nothing to read into there. Maris, however, especially all those above 10s assisting you up to past the 25.
Yay!
Oh, and is that Mr.
Sausage?
Mr. Sausage on a nat 20 without Maris's help also hears this. So Mr. Sausage on your shoulder and Maris, that hesitation and like the tone of his voice, it's not like he's scared, but he had to think of a second of what to say because it doesn't sound like this is a prisoner that he has right now.
Wait a minute. Mr. Sausage and Maris both were on her shoulder?
Oh, no, sorry. The grammar of that sentence was off. They both figured it out, but Maris is not on her shoulder.
Just
What are you doing
checking.
up there?
Yeah,
I
so
told you we can't do this anymore.
Mr. Sausage would definitely whisper that to you. Like maybe he doesn't actually have her anymore.
Wait. Stop everything. Stop everything. Let's talk. Let's talk like we did a few days ago.
Give me a diplomacy check. See if he'll hold the golems.
For roll. Well. Oh, good. Does anybody want to help me?
Yeah, I didn't want to roll to assist. You get above 10, that's a plus
Yeah,
2 to
Taryn
see
can.
assist. Ooh, 26 as well. 32.
Oh,
Goodness
Look at
gracious.
that.
You see,
Hey, Rain, you wanna? Oh no!
Oh no.
it's okay. With the other majority successes, the
You didn't
golems,
think that was going to work, did you?
they grind to a halt. What are your terms? I said you are welcome to seek knowledge from me. Mage. Seems to be directing this at Cetus.
Whenever we spoke, you said that Okimura took something, or was looking to take something. It wasn't her. That wasn't his. And we are looking for something that isn't his or anybody else's as well. You need the little pink mermaid. The other little pink mermaid.
If you take her and leave, I will lower the the Archon Relation, my ward. But I will
And
give
I
you
want
nothing
to
else.
Explain what you meant.
You are not sons and daughters of Azlant. If you want more, you need prove yourself and seek me in the deepest depths of the Alabaster Trident. If you want information, that is what you must do. If all you want is the girl, She managed to break out of her room and is maneuvering a few levels below you. Choose carefully. I will not lower the Arcanevelation if you continue on this quest. Up to you guys.
What are we doing here?
Hello?
Hello?
Guys?
Oh, there we go. I
There
think it
we
all
go.
cut out for a
What is
second.
your
Guys?
choice? Can you hear us, Joe?
Yeah? I'm waiting for answers.
Okay.
I don't want to make the big decisions here. By
So is the
myself.
Lich.
Again.
The counterpoint to his argument here is that at the moment, he's really the only lead you guys have on Okimua. If you want to stop the Aboleths, his intel is about all you have. Or, the knowledge that he has intel about Okimua.
And if she got broke free and making her way, she really doesn't need our help. So, what
knows?
is it that we...
We
Is
haven't
he
been
telling
known
the
to really.
truth about her being, free?
Give me another sense motive check. See if you can kind of hear the treble of a lie in his voice.
Hey.
Net one.
You've no idea. You're thrown by this dilemma right now. Terran, however, it seems like he's telling the truth. He's thrown down this gauntlet for you all to challenge him, but he is telling the truth that Dracissa has escaped and is 1 or 2 levels below where you guys are right now.
Okay. I say we take him up on this deal, get what we can, get what information we can, and go after
So
the
you
real
mean,
big
come
bad guy.
back and fuck up all this shit?
Yeah.
So you're saying,
Why
just to clarify,
procrastinate?
are you saying trying to take Dracissa, get out, and come back a different time?
But we're here. Why don't we just do what we have to do
Yes.
now?
Well, sounds like so. Maris and Rain are in favor of continuing to the depths.
Swing away then. I will follow their lead, because that's 2, so that's a bigger part of the group anyway. So yeah, I mean we're messing this guy's stuff up, and honestly, if Dracyssa's able to escape, how powerful can he be really? She's level 4.
All right. What do you tell him? He's like, I will not wait around forever.
Information on the Aboleths is more important. We accept your challenge. And I'm so excited to meet you face to face.
The robot's head kind of gears grind to the side as it kind of tilts its head sideways like a dog. And I am excited to meet you, mage. Few have contacted
he's
me.
gonna fuck all my shit up.
Your
He's gonna fuck all my
boldness
shit up.
is intriguing. With that, the robots
Well, I am single.
They shut down. You guys are gonna get XP for talking your way past them. Bum. So you guys are up in room B3. All right. Where's my calculator? Everybody is gonna get 9,600 XP.
I really need to do the math.
And I'm gonna drag you guys over to fill the next floor, and then I'll reveal it to you. Rain. And Terran. So you guys can continue farther down into the depths here. You guys are in what's called like the haft of the trident. All right.
Yeah.
Ping you guys over here. There are enough holes in the walls here that you can see various rooms. Give me a perception check as you enter this area.
Alright. Why'd you roll initiative?
Who?
Hey, oh, I've scrolled up.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't think anyone rolled initiative. All right.
Also, get rid of haste. We're probably done by now.
Haste will be done after that conversation for sure.
Yeah.
All right, nat 20. So, I'm going to describe the room you're in first, but through a hole in the wall over here, Cetus, you can see a brief glimmering of arcane lights as though a triggered spell has been set inside this room.
Uh-oh.
But in the room you're in now, the central shaft opens into a triangular room with a single door to the west. The walls and ceilings are covered in complex geometric carvings, and the mosaic floor gleams with brilliant red and purple tiles. Along the curved wall to the southeast, a circular dais protrudes into the room, crumbling but still largely intact. The remains of an oversized, lavishly carved stone chair occupy the dais. You would also see with your checks in here that in like the concentric geometric designs of the door is a message in Azlanti which reads "No entry."
Can't use this door.
Haven't tried.
You know Rain. You better call her up before she pushes the door.
Yeah. I'll have Cetus mention that. That says no entry, and that little glimmer over there is a held spell. I have no idea what it does. I could probably roll to find out, but I haven't done that yet.
You could try a spellcraft check.
Great if I could roll something higher than 5. I did ask for higher than 5, I guess.
I mean, it is higher than 5. Unclear of the exact type. There is some sort of like lightning magic trap at this end of the second room.
Okay. Also, Ben, I added up everything that I could find in the chat on our Discord chat. Does that look like right to you?
Yeah, give me one. I'll check one sec.
Don't know if I missed something.
It looks like yours is higher than Terran's, but I believe you should have closer to your number. To Drow's number. So I believe you should be over 400,000 now. Knowing you should be over 400,000, I'm going to say let's go with Drow's number for now.
Okay.
All right. So what's your move here? You got a door you haven't opened yet. You know there's a trap somewhere in the room, but it's not in the immediate vicinity of the door.
Yutpin has trap sense, no?
Yeah.
Okay, does somebody have...
Yutpin, he's like, oh, you told everyone out loud there's like some, you told him there's a held spell there.
Yeah.
He would say, like, I can disable magical traps. It will just take me a moment. If you would like, I could enter the room first.
Thank you, darling.
He's gonna swim forward, body like slightly aglow while still wreathed in shadows around his chest. And he is going to take 20, which with his bonus is going to give him a 32. And the disable check for this chain lightning trap is a 31. You see, he very carefully takes out his new knife and starts like scratching away at the arcane runes carved into the next door, and manages to alter them enough that their meaning changes and the lightning trap is disabled. And you tell he's like, based on other traps I have fixed, this would have released a chain lightning spell. It could have hit all of us in this room.
She claps giddily. Thank you. Wonderful work.
Oh, gee.
Give me a sense motive check on Yetpan.
Oh boy. I've pissed him off. I know it. 8.
He seems not pissed off, more confused. Like, he's not used to praise like that. This is the longest he's spent with people in maybe a very long time. Normally, the time he spends with people is either killing them or talking to the people who are paying him to kill someone.
Way to play right into what's gonna get Cetus worked up.
Excuse me?
As he shakes his head, he kind of clears. He's like, "Well, this room is clear now. Everyone's gonna get 9,600 thanks to Yutpan for successfully disabling a CR14 trap." And this is what you're seeing in there. This large wedge-shaped room, which takes up over about a third of this level of the haft, has a single door in the east and north walls. The long curve of the western wall bears empty shelves. Running perpendicular to this wall are several long rectangular tables, and in the center of the room, an enormous crescent-shaped table. These stone tables are all white, plain, and crumbling at the edges. The mosaic floor here gleams in brilliant red and purple geometric designs, while the carved ceiling bears stylized shapes and images. As you guys enter, the tiles do emanate a faint glow, lighting this room with a permanent light effect. Give me a perception check as you look around this. Well, looks to be like a study area. Right. Among the shelves, you find something that hasn't been eaten away by the salt water or destroyed in the long years. It is a folio, but not made of paper. It's made of thin metal plates that have been bound with tiny metal rings. It appears to be a folio of Azlanti literature from their authors that has stood the test of time. Give me an appraise check on that. Collector would pay at least 1,000 gold pieces for that. It's a very rare find. But that is all of note that is in here. All that really remains is the final room over here.
Now, is that door trapped?
Basically, that door was trapped. That's what he disabled. If you guys had gone through without him disabling, it would have shocked, like, everyone in this room.
Okay. Cool.
But it is disabled. This large curved room is a bedroom built with grand dimensions. This room is packed with furnishings that, although completely waterlogged, show no signs of decay. Piles of robes and sandals overwhelm chairs and benches. Towering stacks of boxes and chests sprout from the floor, and jugs, jars, and clockwork oddities cover the tables and shelves. An enormous wooden bed sags under the weight of sodden blankets and rugs. Give me a Arcana check as you look over all this stuff that's remarkably well preserved. With a 27, Cetus, you would know that this must be some sort of modified formula of an Ungent of Timelessness that is stopping all these items from decaying. An Ungent of Timelessness is not normally this powerful. It only lasts for like a few weeks. Whatever's been developed here has clearly lasted like down the centuries.
Oh, that is so fucking cool. That is so cool.
And then
Does Cetus have reason to believe that it was the Lich that did this?
I mean, it's not like giving off necromancy energy or anything, but you would know that to rework a formula in such a way would require someone of like intense magical talent.
You know how like whenever kids get excited, they sort of bounce a little bit on the spot?
Mm-hmm.
She like brings a finger up to her mouth and bites it, and she bounces a little bit as she looks around.
Cetus, are you alright?
Can we please not kill the Lich until I talk to him a bit? This shit's so cool.
He glances up at like the rune that's like still glowing on his forehead. He's like, yes, I will not kill him until you give the order.
I never said I would. I'm just saying, you're not my mistress or nothing like that, so.
I'm asking, please, Rain.
What does please mean to me? Nothing.
Be careful, barbarian. I am not a
Don't push
caster,
your luck.
and even I know that liches command terrible arcane magics. You guys are doing the other one, but
something so cool. Look at this. This is clearly ancient, and this stuff, by all means, should have been completely rotted away, like everything else in this godforsaken tower. But that rune, right up there, I think. Were you talking about the?
It wasn't. It was
pen?
all affected by like
Okay.
it's essentially like an oil, an ungent, that like
Oh.
a lot of hunters will use it to like magically preserve like a buck's head that they get, you know, when they go hunting, and it'll keep it nice and not decaying for a few weeks, so like they can stuff it. It looks like someone used like a similar, like, you know, ungent like material to like put like smear all over these items, but it's lasted way longer than an Ungent of Timelessness should.
Just gonna take one of the ropes. She's gonna put it on.
It's very, I mean, it's
care that she's
waterlogged,
willing.
but it's of like ancient Azlant make. It's got like lots of magical motifs when this was like in still an empire that was above the waves. You see various like holy symbology of the now dead Avecna and her brother, like the gods of the moon and magic who gave their lives. All stuff
Lanaine would love this stuff.
all stuff that indicates like, you know, people don't really know what fashion was like back then, but this is like a snapshot into the past.
I'm gonna take two of them. I'm
All
gonna
right.
stuff them into my bag.
You take two of the nice Azlanti robes.
I'm gonna take one for myself, and I'm gonna keep one for Linnea.
Excellent. Now that you guys are in here, though, give me a perception check. Alright, 22 assisting up to a 24. Anyone else want to roll in? Oh, 14 assisting up to a 26, which should just do it here. Buried under all the junk, you see a strange clockwork device with green, like sea glass green panels around the sides. I'm going to blow it up bigger so you guys can see. Appears to be some sort of clockwork container.
Oh, it's really pretty. Really pretty.
Looking at it, you know that this has less to do with magic and more the gears itself. It would be a disable device check to try to get into this container.
The pan.
Yes.
I borrow your hands for a moment.
Yes, this will take me several minutes, but I've never seen gears arranged in such a way. Basically, the whole thing, it has 16 sides. So if like a D16 was a thing, although the different sides are of a regular shape.
With a shitty dice.
Yes. Well, I don't know enough about 3D math to know if a 16-sided shape can be even. Perhaps it can. So as he takes it, it starts to whine and hiss as gears start spinning. He has to work really fast. That's why he had to roll. He couldn't take 20 because he's like, if I don't work fast, it will collapse in on itself. But after about 3 rounds, when it starts to like rattle and like spark a little bit under the water, he manages to disable it, and the panels fold open in sequence. Inside, you see 3 glass bottles that have been corked with a strange liquid inside that looks blue, but almost like continuously flashing with like aurora borealis colors. Give me a spellcraft check.
That sounds so cool.
Yeah, what is this? I'm excited by this. Oh, there you go.
39. All right, I'm going to put the whole stat block on the map so you guys can see. This is what's known as an elixir of concordance. There are 3 of them. It's blue gold bubbling liquid. For a minute after you drink it, you shine light like a candle. Every arcane spell cast by the imbiber during this time gets a +1 enhancement to the DC, and the spell can be cast as if it had one of the following metamagic feats without increasing spell level: enlarge, extend, silent spell, or still spell. The imbiber can choose which metamagic feat to apply each time she casts a spell, and can use different metamagic feats throughout the duration of the elixir's effects. It is like a raw arcane potion that boosts the power of arcane casters.
Very cool.
Oh, it's Christmas.
Additionally, you can see that there's some waterproof scraps of paper that have been used. Or sorry, they're not waterproof. But they were used to line the box. Their ink on it smears almost immediately as this device is disabled. You can, however, try to make a just straight in check, a linguistics check, or an engineering check as you guys examine the paper.
Linguistics, I have a +13.
Go for it.
And my...
And if need be, I can roll as Linnane as well if the check's... I mean, that's gonna do it. Okay. You can see that the paper that was inside this strange 16-sided device that you have pan opened was originally a schematic for the Alabaster Tower, showing Oberon's notes as he renovated it into his own personal tower. It shows the division of the tower into the tines, which is the top, the haft, the high halls, and underneath that, the final floor, the underground vaults. The notes also, Oberon has noted that the layout has changed, the configuration of the rooms has changed, even with a running tabulation of like how much money he spent on this project. He also appeared to have drawn in a thick circle around the high halls with a gap at the bottom, and it bears the words Arcanavolation, which you now know is his ward, and has brief bullet points underneath. Says combines forbiddance and wall of force, secures high halls in event of emergency, must also secure subterranean entrance. Under that is one final note: the Arcanavolation can be increased over time.
Oh, so we gotta shut this thing down fast.
That's what it seems like.
Okay.
With
what does Forbiddance do?
Give me a spellcraft check, because he didn't really write what it does. He just like had the spell. He like wrote, Forbiddance is in here.
I was hoping I could just like trick you into giving it to me.
You thought?
Nice try.
I did.
25?
try.
Okay. So it is only a 6th level spell, so you know what this does. Forbiddance seals an area against all planar travel into or out of it, including teleportation spells, such as
That's what I
Dimension Door
thought.
and Teleport, Plane Shifting, Astral Travel, Ethereal Travel, and any summoning spell.
Yeah.
In
That's
addition,
about what I thought.
this is perhaps a more important note because you didn't suspect this part of it. It damages creatures when they enter it if their alignment is different than the caster who created the permanent forbidden spell.
Okay. Okay. Oh, permanency is cast on it.
You would know that this spell doesn't need permanency. This is like a very high-level abjuration ward. The spell itself is just permanent.
This place sucks.
Look, believe it or not, a lich that's been alive for 10,000 years, he's got a lot of time on his hands. With that, though,
sucks.
we are at our first break here. I'm trying to think of a better schedule for breaks. I know because we were stopping at 11 tonight, but I will work on that for next week.
Oh, hey, did we get any XP from undoing that box?
From undoing the box? I do not believe so. I'll double check, though.
Darn it.
Cetus, are you keeping the box?
No. The bonus, you don't get XP for it. Like, the prize is, like, the elixirs and the knowledge. I'm going to run an ad for anyone still watching. Feel free to stick around. For our players, I'm going to mute you guys in case you want to think of any cool plans, and I'll be back in 10 minutes after I check on the baby. And we're back in, and the baby's asleep, and all is well in the world.
So, I don't think you heard this, but I spilled a candle.
You spilled a candle?
Yep, right on top of my taser lighter.
It's concerning.
Yeah, so I've got wax on my carpet now. I'm just dealing with that. As you do.
I actually have a good way to get that out, if you want to know.
Is it ice, or is it iron and a thing?
It's just
Like absorbing paper?
wax paper and iron. We'll usually do it.
I don't have wax paper.
There's got. I bet like you could substitute something else, or just rip it out with your bare hands.
Yeah, just replace the carpet.
I live in an apartment, guys.
Replace the carpet.
I'm sorry that I don't own my own business, Ethan.
Sorry.
Oh, fucking call him out. Look, it's easy. You just move to the middle of nowhere, away from cities, and rent is very cheap.
Or just put something over it, like a chair, or move the bed or something.
I have to drive like an hour if I want to go to a restaurant, but you know, I can't do that anyway right now. All right.
This is in my office. There's not a bed in here.
Get a new houseplant.
A new houseplant right in front of my drawers?
Yeah. It's a drawer plant.
You know what? That sounds like something that would be fashionable.
So let's think about
it's all the rage these days.
What are you, Eve from Adam and Eve? You're gonna have a fig plant in your drawer?
But you know that I only wear fig plants, right?
Guys, sorry, I got really excited. I just got a notification that Paizo sent an email with the PDF to the new.
You chose the wrong time to make that noise, dude.
Sorry, I just got distracted by it. There's the free playtest for the 2 new classes in 2nd edition, Gunslinger and Inventor.
Ooh, that is, that's probably Pathfinder's answer to the, oh god, what's it called?
Artificer.
Yeah, the Artificer.
It's gotta be
There
similar. I'm excited to read into that later. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm excited. I'm an excited boy. Yotpan is excited.
Alright, I actually... Keep your dagger in your pockets, Yotpan. Sorry.
I don't understand, Cetus.
We're not role-playing that.
Apart from the awesome stuff you just found, though, that's all that is on this floor of the Haft. Do you continue down? Descending to the depths?
Probably where Yutpen feels more at home anyways.
Down,
oh, for sure he does. All right.
Yeah, but I'm fine moving on.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm gonna move you guys, just gather you guys up again.
I have a question about spellcraft.
About spellcraft? Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, will I be able to do another check to see if I can figure out what the fuck is wrong with that knife tomorrow?
Yes.
Alright, cool. So we just have to not die.
Yeah. And I've been rolling behind the screen to
plan.
see if something happens, but nothing has happened yet.
Oh, so you've been rolling, like, round for round? Fuck. Fuck.
It's okay.
Don't tell me it's okay, Yutpan.
It's fine.
Everything is not okay,
Cetus,
Yutpan.
you are quite heated right now. I promise.
I'm also doing the wrong accent.
It will be alright.
This is me yelling at him.
Cetus, your voice has changed considerably. Ooh, that's a fun word to say, is Yutpan. Considerably. I'm gonna start a new TikTok series where I just say new words as Yutpan. Today's Yutpan word of the day. Shrubbery.
Turducken.
Oh, Yotpan has never eaten a fowl because he lives underwater, but I've heard of this creature called turducken.
It's squirrel, and nobody can say squirrel.
Squirrel. How do I say squirrel? Is squirrel.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. I guess canonically that makes sense because he lives in like the deep trenches of the ocean. He doesn't know what the fuck a squirrel is. All right.
Okay.
As you
We're
guys
focused now.
are
Everything's fixed.
approaching down the central shaft of the shaft of the haft, give me a perception check as you approach the
Shut up,
next
Drow.
room.
We're not going down the shaft.
The fact that we
I
lasted
deserve
this
that
long,
3.
I'm very proud of you all.
Yeah, that was pretty decent, actually.
Yeah, honestly, I thought you guys were when I first called it the haft, I thought everything was over.
Yeah.
And the shaft. All right.
Oh, I'm just
Luckily,
suffering from PTSD
Taryn
because of,
spots some stuff here.
tridents.
So, assuming you guys are like, you guys are coming in from the top here, before you actually enter the room, Taryn, you see movement of at least 2, perhaps 3 creatures trying to like stealthily swim around. I'm gonna show you them in a second. I'll blow up the picture so you guys can see. I didn't know my own file name. That's why I was all messed up. You see a few of these creatures swimming around. Exposed ribs, coral
Oh no, they're dead.
growing out of
They're
them.
dead sea elves.
They look very messed up. What do you do as you spot them
Ooh.
swimming around?
Tell everyone to look out. Said
All
Did you
right.
say accept your pen?
God damn.
You're cutting
no,
out,
of
bud.
course I didn't.
You had better be fucking honest with me.
All right. If you guys are trying to sneak up on them, then as you warn them, give me a stealth check.
Yeah, that's about right.
Noted. Okay.
How the hell did she get a 16?
You guys hear the faint pulse of magic through the water as they look up at the shaft. And we are going to roll for initiative, Drow.
Shut up, Drow. I have mine muted.
I'm sorry. You did this to me.
I did nothing. I described what I
brought it to
described
my
what the book is
attention,
described.
Diane.
It's
Let's
the way
not
he
get-
says it in that accent.
Let's not get 3 nat 1s in a row, or I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yeah, let's go for 4 this time.
Oh my god, I can't. That would be like a 1 in like 20,000 chance or something.
I believe in you.
All right, did everyone click their respective thing? Oh, hold on, I gotta do Yutpan and Linnaean first. Ooh, Yutpan coming in hot, with actually even higher than them. And then
Yay!
Linnaean.
Fuck him up, you pen.
Where's my Linnaean sheet? Oh, here it is. Linnaean coming in with a 22.
Pen shouldn't know about Linnaean's sheet.
Well, Yutpan is gonna, as you tell him, he like looks through this like the dark water here, being able to see, he's lived his whole life beneath the ocean. His eyes that strange, like phosphorescent green. He is going to dive through the water, moving over, managing to get an attack off on the bottom left one before it can act, so you can try to get some sneak attack in here. Let me see. I'm just double checking their HP here. He is going to hit with the Sawtooth Saber. And that is his studied target as well. He does that as a swift action. Yutpan is going to go ahead. Gonna roll this and roll 20 so you guys can see. And do 35 damage as the Sawtooth Blade just rakes across this thing's stomach, exposing more of the undead flesh beneath. But at the same time, badly damaging its like physical structure. And that. We can get into our combat music. And that is going to be these things. You all through the water hear various voices kind of overlapping with each other. Some in Azlanti and some in Elven. As there's like, Torvean se sol sai. Which for you guys who can understand, just translates to defend the room. Master says so. Do not leave. Defend the room. Master says so. Just kind of like on a loop between the three of them. One is going to swim up the hole in the ceiling towards Terran. One's going to swim towards Cetus, and the other one's in front of Yutpan. We're going to start with one in front of Yutpan because it can make a full round attack with these short swords in either hand. This is going to be 4 attacks total. So many D20s. Alright, miss, hit. Yutpan is going to take 2 hits from the short swords.
Does any of the shadow stuff come into play?
Oh yes, it's still dark in here because this one was not lit, unlike the floor above you guys. Thank you for reminding me. Alright, so both those attacks are going to be a D100. First one does miss as the thing just stabs a short sword and just goes through the rippling shadows around Yutpan's chest. The second one is going to be a hit, though, for 11 damage on Yutpan. All right, the next one is moving towards Terran.
Riposte. Or parry.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Didn't even attack it, and he's like, "I'm riposting it." That's such a swashbuckler mood.
It is going to try and stab you with its primary short sword. That one. It's the worst.
Do I even need to roll?
No, you just parry it directly out of the way.
Ones. It is me.
Oh wait, I do have to roll.
Diane, you have
damage
cursed
it.
me. Oh wait, if you want to repost it, are you reposting?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
yeah, the 37 is going to beat his nat 1 to stab you. So that is 36 plus the electricity. Let me double check. I think these guys have something about electricity. Just want to make sure. That is actually the only element. No, okay, they are. The electricity seems to crackle over their bones, but does nothing to them.
Okay.
However, that 36 damage is for sure still going to affect them. All right, and the one near Cetus is going to swim up and going to do some shenanigans.
See, hovering at a solid 36 right now.
On the way up, it's actually going to drink a potion, so it can't do anything else to you. It takes one of those potions that's like dangling from its belt and just pops it into its mouth. Brings us to Linnaean, who is going to just like straight swim directly down, so he's closer to the floor, and is going to try a... I don't want to use too much burn, because he's already below the burn limit.
The name's a girl.
Sorry, I said he. I'm sorry. She is below the burn limit.
You're thinking about Yuri.
I am thinking about Yuri. That's why I switched up my pronouns there. She is going to try a regular electric blast to go against touches. Or sorry, she just saw the electricity wasn't effective, so she knows she needs to do a water blast, which is bludgeoning against regular AC. A 20 is unfortunately not going to do it, however, as this thing swims out of the way. Brings us to Rain. Rain, you are about... Oh, actually, the one that swam up to you guys, you are dead even with this one.
Cool. I think she's gonna hit a raid. Just hadn't done it in a
Hell
while.
yeah, go for it. I'm going to that rage.
And then she's gonna take that great axe. Go. As soon as
Swing it like you mean it.
That's There you go. We're waiting on it. I'm sorry. It takes a minute for some reason.
Let's get our popcorn.
All
Pretty
right.
quick.
A 24 is not gonna hit. So none of them hit. As just ducking and weaving through the water, this undead seems incredibly fast.
Wow.
Oh no.
Brings us to Terran.
I will 5-foot step to get flanking.
All right, you kind of swim at like a diagonal 5-foot step to get next to here. You guys kind of flanking at an angle.
I will spend a panache point and go. No, that's not what I meant to do. But double penetration damage.
All right. Come on now. Roll your
it.
attacks. All right, so you can full round attack.
All right, zipping the lip. Sorry.
This is
Hit.
including the flanking, unfortunately.
It's not including flanking?
Correct.
Okay, so hit, miss, hit. With this insane, just very fast sword stabs, you are going to finish off the first undead.
Haha!
And that one is going, let's X that one out. Brings us to Maris. So Maris, this one down here is one Yutpan signed to, so it's probably about 20 feet away at an angle. This one is about like 5 feet. It's like at the same level as you, vertically.
I'll take a 5-foot step to this one.
Okay. Hell yeah.
And definitely miss.
Second one does miss, but the first one is gonna be a hit as your scimitar slashes across this thing's leg, just biting down into like you can see the thigh bone, but it's still just pushing through as if nothing's happening. Although you definitely see that your holy damage makes a difference here. That brings us to Cetus. What would you like to do, my dear?
Remember, you're muted.
I know. Yeah, I made a horrible noise whenever you said what you said. I really don't have much that works against undead.
You could make a, you have all the knowledge, right? You can make a religion check to see if you can figure out what exactly this thing is.
Alright, sure.
See if you can figure out any, like, potential weaknesses or anything.
I'm also out of level 3 spells.
19. Okay, so you would know that this, it's not like a regular zombie. This is a juju zombie, which is more deadly as it like becomes a zombie, but it also retains the skills it had in life. So you think a large like this, they might not be as like they're not maybe a powerful form of undead, but they were probably very accomplished fighters when they were alive, and they've just been like bound to serve in death. You would know that they are immune to some magic, like sleep spells and mind-affecting spells, and specifically magic missile, but other magic is still valid. Elementally, they're resistant to they are immune to cold, immune to electricity, pretty resistant against acid, not that resistance against fire.
All right, I'll just undead.
What class creates these?
Lich.
I mean, like a necromancer could do it.
Okay. I've just heard like juju before, and I don't remember from where.
I want to get. Like,
There is a oracle
like a-
that specializes in making juju zombies.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
They're like it's like a Dr.
Would I-
Facilier vibe from Princess and the Frog. They're very cool. Sorry, go ahead, Cetus. I interrupted you.
Would I have to 5-foot step?
Yes, to avoid an op attack, unless you wanted to cast
I was
defensively.
right here or right there.
Yeah, you could have like diagonally gone to like here
okay.
and been fine.
Yeah, I'll go there, and then I'm gonna cast Disrupt Undead, which is
Oh
a
baby.
cantrip. Yeah, I know. Busting out the big spells.
Hey, it's something. It's still like a D6, right?
Yeah. And then this is a...
I think it's a range touch. I haven't seen that cantrip in a while. Yes, absolutely. A streak of like pink fire just hits the undead in the center of the forehead. It's a D6.
I get to do a D6.
Hell yeah. And this is the one that Maris is fighting?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I mean, it's not resistance against that kind of energy. Burns through part of its eye and it just like turns and looks at you and readies its swords.
Oh no. I don't want to be looked at. I'd really appreciate it if I wasn't.
Yutpan is just gonna try and go absolutely ham here. It's gonna swift action. Oh, this is already a studied target. He's just gonna go for it, even though it's flanking. He's just gonna try to do regular damage. It gets a dagger slice in and 2 sawtooth saber hits. So that's gonna be where my D4s at. He is gonna deal 22 damage against this undead. All right, that brings us back to
How's the undead looking?
this one.
Yeah.
It's already been hit a few times. It looks, it's hard to tell because their bodies can just get so beaten up and just keep moving, but pieces of it are literally starting to fall off. So it's definitely like losing its ability to stay together. This one, I believe, has only been hit by Maris a little bit and your Ray just now from your cantrip, so this one's looking a lot stronger.
Yeah.
All right. This one
damage.
is actually going to attempt an acrobatics check through the water. It tries to swim away from Yutpan to flank Maris. That is going to be a success. It's going to give them outflank, and they are both going to attack Maris with just a whole bunch of swords. Well, 1 attack from one who swam, and then 4 attacks from the other guy. What's Maris's AC currently?
It's pretty low. It's like a 34.
Oh, get fucked.
All right, another nat 1. Miss, nat 20. Does not confirm, but is still a hit. So the one that full attacked you is going to hit you with its better short sword. You're going to take 11 damage. And second one coming in with just 1 swing. That is also a potential crit. Does not confirm on a 26. You take 10 damage from the second stab. So 21 total for the turn. You all see these things swarm through the water to try to work in tandem to attack Maris, which brings us to Linnean's turn. She is going to attempt another water blast. That's really all she can do that's not electricity dependent. I forgot I can just click water blast. I don't have to roll over here. Only the first one is the actual attack, but 25 is a hit for 48. The one that Yutpan has been fighting, one of its legs is just blown clean off. You see whatever light is still left in its eyes, like flickers on and off. Seems the necromantic energy is about to cut out. It's not going to be able to sustain itself for very long. Which brings us to Rain.
Alrighty, well, she'll move over and hit him with her axe.
Hell yeah.
Any day now.
I hear Mr. Thunderpaws in the background.
God, he's just having a field day.
That
I
seems to
ordered
be most every day.
Yeah, I ordered a thing to block off the window, but it's just not here yet.
Well, then we will cherish hearing him while we can.
I won't. But even with those attacks, you take the head off this Juju zombie, and its body drifts to the bottom of the room, just completely waterlogged from all the years it's been in here. So that leaves us with only the one above Maris. Taryn, it is your turn.
All right. I don't think it's really worth the... Has that one got an attack of opportunity? Oh, no, he hasn't yet.
He is not.
I am actually just going to take... I'm just going to hold my turn. I'm going to wait.
Okay, Maris. It's going to move to you then.
Take a 5-foot step to here and attack it.
The crit does not confirm, but that is 2 hits, both with the holy damage going off. It is still standing, but with 2 swipes of your sword. This thing's entire rib cage has been exposed. This long dead heart, you can see inside. Do you want to jump in now, Taryn, or after Cetus' turn? Because after that, it's going to be top of the order again.
I'll just wait for... Actually, now wouldn't be bad now that I'd have flanked with Maris.
Okay, go for it.
So...
Right. It doesn't. It only has 5 foot reach, so if you just go straight up to it, it's not going to op attack you.
Perfect. We'll do that, and then just
Go ahead.
the first swing.
Does not confirm the crit.
It's +5 to confirm crits.
Even on the nat one, it's not going to confirm.
Oh, I forgot you do that. My bad.
However, the 33 is almost enough. It looks like a stiff breeze or current could blow this thing apart. Cetus, 'tis your turn. Hello? Oh. What the hell? Hello?
Hello.
Okay.
Alright.
Everyone just went... My connection's still at full. It just all of a sudden on Discord, it went from full bars to none, and then everyone roboted.
Yeah,
It went real robot-y.
yeah, that was horrible.
That was strange. Sorry, go ahead, Cetus. 'Tis your turn.
I'm gonna sort of poke my head over Taryn's shoulder and point a finger at the dead thing.
That's a hit on the ranged touch attack. Go ahead and roll your d6. And you rip the last bit of necromantic energy out of this thing's body, and it drifts to the floor. Cantrip kill. Cantrip kill.
That is the most... Oh, that's so unsatisfying.
Just a little bit of boop.
She may as well have just touched its nose.
Just booped it. All right, everyone's gonna get 7,200. As these long dead elven rangers drift to the seafloor, or at least the floor of this room. Loki, you're just having a ball out there, ain't you, dude? I'm gonna drop their gear in the Discord. Honestly, there's not a lot besides there's some potions of heroism that are pretty nice. The rest of it's pretty standard for high level play.
If we could just start dropping it in the Discord, that'd be great. Like, maybe get a loot table set up in the Runes of Azlant bit.
Yeah, I can add a separate channel there. Remind me to do that after this.
I have the loot list. I keep adding stuff to it.
But I don't like Roll20's, like, management of it.
Fair enough. We could also make it a Google Doc later if you would like.
That would be good. I'm picky.
Stop being a whiny baby.
To be fair, the War for the Crown group has a lovely
Diane, I won't stop!
Google Sheets thing they set up, which I very much like. All right, with that, we are out of combat. Let's go back to...
I'm gonna cast a heal on myself.
Go for it. Get some underwater music.
Use that wand of Cure Mod.
Yeah, whoever has the wand, I'm gonna need some heals.
Yeah.
Yutpan is down 33 from his max.
Look at the Cure Mod wand. It has 32 charges.
And each one should be 2d8 plus 5, I believe.
How many are you down, Taryn?
40?
40? Okay, I'll cast Cure Serious on you.
Awesome.
34. Bad roll.
I'm 50. Go ahead and roll. And that was
That works
2D,
perfect.
You said?
Thank
It's
you,
a cure
Maris.
moderate. Yeah. Oh, that was one you guys found
Yeah.
earlier. It's a 2d8 plus
8 plus
5.
3?
This one was
Five.
it was a higher caster level when you guys found this one. And who's this one on?
This is for me.
Okay.
Because I'm at 35 right now.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna do maybe just 1 or 2 more. A few more. And that's enough. I'm satisfied. I'm gonna run 1 or 2 on Yutpan.
All right. The last two are for Yutpan, you said?
2, 3, 5. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll do 2 cure lights.
Okay. Go ahead.
D8. 1, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Plus 6 and plus 4. He's only like 5 from max right now.
Alright.
All right.
Spirit.
So, any more healing, or do you guys wish to go down farther into the depths?
We're going down.
Yelling timber.
Down, down, baby. Up to the bing, bong, bing, bing, baby.
All right. If you guys just scroll down a little bit, the next floor of the haft is directly below. The austere, wedge-shaped room contains only a single large chest. A stone door stands in the southeast, and a reddish haze emanates from the edges of the door. You guys are right here. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong layer. Right here.
See if there's any traps or anything.
All right. Anyone else want to roll perception?
Can we get Yutpan up in there?
He can roll perception too.
Is he good at it?
He got a nat 20.
So what's the total of that then?
With his nat 20, he also has. Sorry, I'm just double checking his bonus right now. 45.
Oh, holy shit.
Mm-hmm. He's got 20 normally, then 25 in water.
What's his disabled device at?
Like plus 13. It's not nearly as good.
Oh.
He focused a lot more on the stab people to death aspect of being a rogue, rather than
Fair enough.
the trap section. As you guys kind of like swim through him, he's like, "Everyone, turn around! They're coming from below."
That's not his voice.
Oh, you're right. Everyone, turn around! They're coming from below. As you guys whip around, they fail to get the drop on you. Again, I'm gonna make this creature larger so you guys can see. You see 2 of these creatures swim
Hell.
up from the
What?
tunnel.
What are those?
They look like parasite-infested merfolk.
And we are going to roll for initiative as the next wave of guards has appeared in the dungeon. go with
Hit my token this
Yutpan.
time.
Yutpan got a lot lower this time. And Linnaean. Okay. All right. What is their bonus? This is a unique monster that was added for this book. Just so you guys know.
Thanks, I hate it.
I love when they add new monsters.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you do.
Alright. They are still going to act first, unfortunately. So we're going to start with the one in front of Rain. Alright, just making sure I got that right. Alright, they are both going to lash out with their tentacles and tridents. So starting off with 2 trident attacks on Rain. It's a nat 1. It's my 7th of the night, if people are keeping track at home. This next one is a 27. Does that hit Rain?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
It's going to be 15 damage. Remember to reduce that by 2. And now it is the 4 tentacles.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh, indeed.
The lowest one is a 19, so I believe those are all going to hit.
Yeah, 19's my AC.
Okay. All right, so it's going to be 25 damage. And I need you to make 4 fortitude saves. All right, pass. Unfortunately, the third one. Oh wait, no, actually, exactly passes. All 4 pass. You feel this like
Nice.
cold fluid seeping out of like the eel fangs that are sprouting out of these weird undead merfolk looking things seep into your veins, but you just rage through it and push any thoughts of what it might be doing to your body out of your head. Next up, this one can only get 1 attack off. It is going to dodge. It's going to launch a tentacle at Yutpan. That is going to hit. Yutpan is going to take 5 damage. And his tail, which is normally swishing in the water, freezes in place. You see his eyeballs darting around the room. Looks like he can't see anything. He looks panicked. You see that he also, you hear like a rasping noise coming from his throat. It looks like he can't breathe. All right, that is Linnaean.
Good thing Maris could save him.
Could very well save him here. All right, Linnaean is going to gather power to reduce the burn cost of this to nothing, and then go in with a charged water blast, composite blast. That is going to hit. Well, actually, he's not going to hit because it's regular AC. This thing manages to swim down the shaft to avoid the blast, which brings us to Maris.
Gonna cast defensively
Absolutely passes.
and cast divine favor on myself.
Right? There is a holy glow around you as you feel yourself strengthened by your faith. Oh, that was the wrong sound effect. Apologies. And that brings us to Taryn.
Who is going to 5-foot step
Okay.
and a full round on that guy. And he will he'll save it as panache point.
All right. Hit, but not a crit confirm. Miss, hit. All right. So subtract all of those. These ones do seem like electricity is actually helping this time.
Oh, good.
But it is, whatever this beast is still standing. Rain.
Yes.
You hear,
Oh no.
well, this should be interesting. And where you touched the dagger, a jolt of pain spikes through your body, and your whole body freezes up. You are paralyzed for 4 rounds.
Cool.
All right. Yutpan still hasn't been paralyzed yet. He is going to attempt an acrobatics check to get flanking with Taryn. That is a success. Oh, no, sorry. He's still paralyzed from the poison. I forgot to put a marker on him. He can do nothing this turn. Cetus, what would you like to do?
Boy. So you said that it looked like electricity would work, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Yep.
you would have seen. I don't think you need to check because you saw his electric blades definitely dealing damage to the back one.
Okay. And all of this is, like, sealed off, right?
Yes, that is all wall. I guess I shouldn't have revealed the whole floor, but I wasn't thinking.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Can I try to grab Yutpan and drag him back?
Yeah, that would be a reposition check. It's a combat maneuver. His CMD is lower right now though because he is paralyzed.
Oh, this is gonna go great. This is my CMB.
Yep, with your D20 plus your CMB. You drag him through the water, so you can move him to any adjacent square to you, or if you you could 5-foot step back and move him to like where you were.
I would like to do that.
Okay. So you kind of swim
Then
back a
can
little
I
bit.
assess what the fuck is wrong with him?
Yeah, give me a knowledge religion check to see if you figure out what these things are and by extent what their powers are. You have
This
never
is too
seen
worried to understand right now.
you've never seen such a horrifying aquatic undead before. It is fucked up looking.
Is he breathing?
He's not.
But I need to roll a heal check?
You could roll a heal check on him, see if there's any way to like stop this with by like medical treatment. You would think this is a magical effect, and at the moment it's hard to see how long it would last. Or it's not. It's a supernatural ability, not like a spell-like ability. That brings us back to these creepy guys. One right here is gonna 5-foot step forward, and gonna split its attacks between Linnaean and Maris. We're gonna start with the tridents. Both tridents are misses, which brings us to the tentacles, like the eels that are sticking out of them. One eel is going to hit Linnaean for 7 damage. And I'm going to roll her fortitude save. That is 1 below. You see her also freeze up and get paralyzed. And then the other one, since Rain is paralyzed, it is going to attempt to just full attack, just do as much damage as it can while she's frozen.
It's not gonna coup de grace her, is it?
No, these are very not smart undead.
Good.
It's just gonna basically just try to full round her instead. Okay. Oh, D20 went on the floor. Alright. That was a nat 1, the one that fell on the floor, so working on our, it was 8th or 9th nat 1 of the night.
Nice.
I'm gonna need to roll this in roll 20. This is too much math for my brain to handle right now. Okay, so that's 4. And then add the trident attacks. Rain is going to take 48 damage as just like tentacles taking bites out of you with the little mouths. Trident stabs through your gut, and you take 48. But you are still standing, so not all is lost. Linnaean's paralyzed.
Right?
So that was 6 attacks, and you reduce each attack by 2. So yeah, you get 12 back.
Okay.
Yeah, it just can't seem to like puncture through your, like, even while paralyzed, you're so battle hardened at this point, it is hard to hurt you. Maris, you are not paralyzed. I'm like, Linnaean, what's your plan here?
Can I tell why Rain and Linnaean are not attacking?
Give me you have knowledge religion too. You could roll that as well. So you can find out more about them. Okay, these are Litanu. They are undead merfolk that arise after having been subjected to horrifying torture and necromantic infusions while still alive. Mostly they arise if they died near a torture pit or like a like body dump area. You'd also know with a 19 that apart from being immensely strong for their medium size, they are basically built around isolating people. So their tentacles not only paralyze, they make it so the target can't breathe, see, or hear. Once that's been done, if there are people in the area who can't see their allies, the Litenu continue to gain more power and more chance to hit as they isolate you all one by one, preying on that, like, weakness of the group. You would, however, know that that isolating effect only lasts a D4 plus 1 round. It only lasts a few seconds. So Rain is going to snap out of it next round.
Okay, I'm going to take a 5-foot step, and I'm going to attack this one in between me and Linnaean.
Okay. Go for it. First one, you swish, and the undead just kind of like turns its body at the last moment without looking at you, and just happenstance, blade goes by. The 20 hits one of the tentacles and bounces off as though it was made of metal. Taryn, that is your turn.
With Maris's move, I'm going to 5-foot step over.
Okay. Yep, that
And
goes through the square. That'll give you flanking.
full round on that bad boy with one of my panache points.
The first one is a confirmed crit. And with that, plus
Yay.
attack number 2, you just stab the Latenu directly through the back of its head. Its many tentacles stop writhing. And it just slowly starts, like, floating up the central shaft of the haft. Rain, at the end of this turn, is you're going to paralyze, so you don't get to act this turn, but you are no longer paralyzed. Sound and sight rush back in. You can suddenly see your surroundings, see that this one has been defeated, but there's still one more that looks pretty much unhurt behind you. Yutpan, unfortunately, got a bad roll on that D4. He is still paralyzed, so he hasn't done anything, but that brings us to Cetus.
I'll do another Disrupt Undead. I'm not going to move.
Okay. Go ahead and make your range touch.
I have to click off a few things because I was going to become a giant octopus,
Okay. Strong move.
but I have decided not to do that. I think that I'm going to need to save my higher level spells for later.
That's true. Here, actually, I'll reveal. If you guys look to your left, you can see like the tower that, the whole trident. You guys are still only in this like middle section right here.
I guess a question.
Yes.
Can't crit, right? The spell?
You can if a spell has an attack roll, it can crit.
Okay, cool. I have done that then. At least with this part. Let me do another one.
Yeah, roll to
Same
confirm.
roll.
That confirms against touch AC, so that's going to be all spells
2d6.
is it doubles, so 2d6 on this cantrip.
Yeah, get it.
Oh, 7.
You see your friends like blinded, deafened, frozen underwater, and you just let out this almighty cantrip. The pink
Cantrip?
flame flares just slightly brighter than normal. And it burns this thing's like the center of its chest as it's just like
Move Yutpan again.
well, that would be a standard action for your
Shit, that's
thingamabob.
not a move? Okay.
I'll say I will be nice. I'll say you could attempt a straight strength check as a move action.
Oh boy!
See if you can do that. No. If anything, he starts to
Wow.
drift like a few inches closer to the beast.
Why are you so heavy? What water?
In his head, because he can't move, he's like, where is everyone? Mistress, what's happening? I feel like I'm floating very slightly, perhaps a few inches.
What is grabbing me?
Who is that? They have a soft touch, but not a lot of muscle. Alright, as Yupin thinks these scared thoughts, as his whole world is vanishing around him, the beast is gonna go full round attack. It's gonna be a trident against Rain, trident against Yutpan, so we'll start with that. Yutpan is gonna get crit on his trident. Take 34 damage as it stabs like directly through his stomach. Can't even react because he's frozen. Rain, you managed to hit yours away with the haft of your great axe. Which brings us to the scary seclusion tentacles. It's just going to be 1 on everyone in this region. Actually, no, the 2 of them are already paralyzed, so it's going to be 2 on Rain, 2 on Maris. Maris, we're going to start with you. Oh, shoot. That is the 9th nat 1 of the night. One more, and we'll get a double digits. Second one, however, is a nat 20 and will get past your AC. Does not confirm a crit, though. So give me a fortitude save for Maris. You are going to be under the effects of the seclusion paralysis for 2 turns. Oh, also, sorry. At the end of this turn, Yutpan is unfrozen now. I'm keeping track on a piece of paper. Linnaean is going to be done right here in a second, but Yutpan looks around and he's like, what is happening? I couldn't see here. I was choking, even though I live in the ocean. And then Rain also needs to make a fortitude save for the final tentacle. That is a pass. So Maris and Rain, you guys also you did, however, each take 4 damage. Linnaean can't do anything this round, but she is unfrozen.
I only take 2 then, right?
Yes, you only take 2 because of your DR. So she can't do anything, but she is no longer under the effects of this. And as you guys start to get unparalyzed, this thing is weakening in its powers. It is no longer able to keep you all in seclusion. So Maris can't go this round. Taryn, that is you.
I am... No way I can flank with anyone, unfortunately. So I'm just going to come up here and then go in and just attack.
Okay. Go for your attack roll.
I will use one of my panache points since I got them back. And just the first one.
That is a hit for 54 damage.
Yep.
You stab
Thanks, Yuri.
directly through the head of one of its tentacles, which just goes limp, and it continues on into its chest. This thing is looking a lot worse for the wear than it was a second ago. Which brings us to Rain, who is out of paralysis and fully able to act.
She's gonna grab it and rip it apart.
With your great axe?
No, she wants to do it with her hands.
With her hands? Alright, I mean, that's gonna be... Well, I will say if you... Because you don't have improved unarmed strike, that would be non-lethal damage, which undead are immune to.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry to ruin your dreams of clawing a zombie to death.
No, that's fine.
But hey, maybe if you do enough damage with the axe, you could pull it off with the haft of your weapon.
Yeah, well, let's see.
Ambitious.
Here we go.
It's bold play, Cotton. Let's see how it pans out.
As we wait for roll 20 to go all the way from my house.
All the way over to Virginia.
All the way from... It's going to go down to Florida first, then go up. Because, that's how we roll.
It's got to relay it. Is a hit, but then 2 misses. But with the extra energy damage, that is 31. This thing is looking incredibly bad. At this point...
I need to do something real quick.
Uh-huh.
I have this. When do I use this?
So you can call... Oh, shoot. So you can call out a Vital Strike. Basically, the way that Vital Strike's going to work is instead of all your attacks, you roll one more powerful attack, and you get to roll a lot more dice when you do it.
Okay.
It's really good for things that have, damage reduction, because damage reduction reduces every iteration of an attack. But if you put all your damage in one blow, even if it reduces it by 10, that's going to be a shit ton of damage still going through.
Okay.
It's also good because you can do that on a... I believe that's a standard to do it, so you could move and also do a Vital Strike.
So I get my normal things, and then this is just like a bonus?
So essentially, you would just call, hey, this turn I want to make a Vital Strike. It's really good for if you do a charge or a move then attack, because you only get one attack, but with Vital Strike, you could, supercharge that one attack.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries. So yeah, basically, if you, it's the best times would be, on a charge, if you have to move more than 5 feet in attack, or if you're trying to get past something that has damage reduction.
Okay, cool.
Other than that, typically having multiple attacks is also good. Alright, so this thing looks like it's really fucked up. Yutpan is Gonna make an acrobatics check and swim around to the bottom to flank with Rain. He succeeds. Gonna swift action study target. He's gonna go in. Potential crit. Confirms on his Sawtooth Saber. And that is gonna be just a whole mess of damage there. Yutpan runs his Sawtooth Dagger through this thing's back, pulls it back again, sawing through ribs. Bits of bone go everywhere. This thing is pretty much like it was upstairs, Cetus. Perhaps a cantrip could blow this thing over.
All right, here I go.
Another cantrip to end the fight.
Goodness gracious. That does hit touch AC. It does, unfortunately, still have the teeniest amount of health left. Oh man. It's really
I'm helping.
spoiled for choice. This little bit of green energy, pink energy burns through its greenish blue skin. It looks like it's just like breathing heavily, even though it can't actually breathe. Alright. God, so many things to hit. Alright. It's gonna try and stab Maris with the trident. It's a nat 1, or an even 10 for nat 1s. Rain with a trident. That is gonna be a 22. So that's gonna hit. Rain, you're gonna take 10 damage. Terran, it's going at you with a tentacle. Terran, you're at 29 right now, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, that's going to be a hit. You're going to need to make a fortitude save as you take 6 damage.
I will also use Charmed Life, so this will be with a +5.
With Charmed Life, the fates with you, you're a lucky swashbuckler, and you resist the sequestering paralysis. Next tentacle is going to lash out at Linnaean. Going to be a miss. Linnaean pushes at the water and bends the tentacle away from her. And you guys actually cut off one of its tentacles already. So only one tentacle attack left. And Yutpan is going to wrap his arm around it and just throw the tentacle back at the monster. Linnaean activates her lightning sword. Electricity crackles. This is a touch attack. She's going to go in with 30 against touch AC. And stabbing the lightning blade into where Yutpan sawed open that hole, she sprays electricity throughout this whole thing's existence. And we are out of combat. All right. With that, I'm going to give you guys XP. I'm going to take a second break because the baby does need me right now. The combat went a little bit longer than I had thought it was going to. But let me give you all XP first, and then we're going to take our last 10-minute break, then we'll finish out the session. And reminder, we are going to end at 11 still today.
Yeah.
All right. So
Although
you guys...
since Siri's not here, we don't have to.
I mean, if you guys want to go longer since Siri's not here, we can. That's just what I had on my calendar.
I gotta go at 11.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll still do 11.
Okay.
I have to be at work at 5, so.
Understandable.
Oh, yeah,
Man.
you gotta sleep.
You got to get them sleeps.
You know what? Honestly, this was probably a good decision all around.
Yeah, this sounds like this is a good time frame for this group as a whole. Sorry, my brain broke trying to do math. Everyone gets 6,400 on that fight. And with that, if you're watching, feel free to stick around for a quick ad break / baby break. And I'll see you in 10 minutes. And I'll meet you guys as well. unmuted here.
Wait, no. 21. I read the one that I did for Rain.
He got 21, was it?
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine. I can change it. Alrighty. So, there is a door over here that we haven't gone through yet. So there's a little bit more of this section of the half to explore. But as yet, no sign of Dracissa or any prisoners.
Can somebody check the door before we go busting in?
Yopen says, I don't see anything. He got a 29.
How's he looking?
He is now at 158 out of 184. So, I mean, still pretty good.
Well, then Rain's going to let him go through the door because she's at 84 out of 145.
Fair enough.
So he can go first.
Oh, I thought you said you were only down 44. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I was
I
down
can
to.
wand you a bit.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you want to wander?
Or does Maris want to do anything? But I can wander.
Sure.
I've got the
I'll
wand.
cast a cure critical 52 hit points back.
Ooh,
Thank
baby.
you.
The power of
Alright.
Seren Ray.
And I'll just...
Alright.
That.
So, if you guys remember, apart from this
Thank you.
giant chest thing over here, there is still a reddish glow coming from this door. Although Yutpan says that it is not trapped.
Just like detect magic on it?
Yeah, you can try to detect magic on it.
No, dog, go away. You can't sit there.
Hello, Doug.
I would
Oh,
like
sorry.
to do that then.
He can sit wherever he wants to sit.
He can sit wherever he wants to sit, Ethan.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing too.
Where is he sitting? And which one is this? Never mind, we'll talk later.
With detect magic, you'd be able to definitely sense some magical energies coming from that room. Give me a knowledge arcana check to see if you can particularly figure out what the red haze is.
That would be a great time. Do not fuck this up. Are you?
This is actually it's a level 1 spell. This is blood, but it is blood that is being spilt by an inflict wounds spell. And the fact that there is so much of it for such a spell that does not do a lot of damage, it must have been cast on someone a lot. Yudpan kind of sticks his hand and then it's blood. The door is locked. Would you like me to try and open it, or are we continuing down?
Can I knock on it to see if Dracyssa's in there?
Sure, you can knock on it.
I'll knock on it, I guess.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry.
I was wondering which song you were going to sing, to be honest with you.
Anything?
I
happen?
apologize.
Sorry,
I think
say that again?
you-
Sorry, you knocked. You hear nothing. Well, give me a perception check. You certainly don't hear Dracissa, answer you.
Okay. I'm to the point where I'm ready to yell for her.
Okay.
I would like to run that by my group. Because I'm not just going to start yelling in the middle of a lich tower without taking into consideration everything else happening.
Raina stick her fingers in her ears.
Okay, so she's anticipating I'm going to yell.
Noted.
Anybody else?
Do I need to?
I just want opinions. Is this a bad idea? 'Cause
Oh,
this is
they
gonna
already
have
know we're
effects.
here. Yeah, absolutely. It's
Okay.
not like we're hiding. They know where we're
Okay,
at.
then
You
yeah.
know.
I'll
You
start
do it.
calling for Dracissa. Then.
Okay.
Should I do it because she knows my voice better? Just kidding.
I mean,
Wow,
Just
Ethan.
then to past like.
Savage.
Oh yeah, I bet she's used to hearing you say her name. Get fucked.
All right.
That was
With
the thought.
you yell that through the water. As the sound carries through the water, you hear a slight voice from coming down lower in the shaft. Say, "See this? Is that you?"
Yes, where are you? Are you hiding? Are you safe?
I think you're on the floor above me.
Are you hurt?
A little, but I'm safe. I managed to slip out of the cell in some confusion earlier, but I didn't have any chance to prepare spells today, so I'm not exactly at my best.
Can you swim?
Is it clear up there?
As far as I can tell.
Right. There's a brief pause.
Actually, is it clear? Cetus is going to ask if it's clear down there.
Oh, if it's clear down where she is?
Yeah.
I heard something moving in one of the rooms, but it hasn't come out. I jammed a chair like under the doorknob, so it hasn't broken free yet.
Okay. You're fine with me. We're going down.
Yes. Alright. I am going to shift. Let's put Cetus. Yutpan.
And Cetus is going to say on her way down, please try not to be too alarmed, Dracissa. I have a friend with me.
It's me, Yutpan. Alright. You swim down another couple about 20 feet into the next floor in a center room with 5 adjoining doors, one of which over here has been wedged shut. You see Dracissa. A little bit bloodied,
Still bound?
a little bit bruised. I'm just making her a bit bigger so everyone can see. Her thumbs are no longer bound. She's not in shackles. She's clearly been kind of roughed up a little bit, perhaps during her escape. But she is, as much as can be expected, healthy.
Smart girl.
Alright, Cetus is going to, collect her in her arms. And then making sure that nothing else is going to jump out at her while she's moving, she's going to start guiding her up towards the top level.
As you gather her up,
Like
she's like, "Thank you. You took care of the Grave Knight already?"
Oh, the what?
At that point, the door is going to unlock in the area where you guys all are. And you are going to see a different person stride out, having had time to buff up after having the door knocked on.
Oh no, where's Cetus?
You're not that far, so
Can you not?
you are.
Can you not?
You're only 20 feet down the shaft. You see this merfolk swim
20
out
feet down the shaft.
That looks
Oh
like
whoa.
with
that does not
cold.
look like a merfolk. That looks like an aquatic elf.
Sorry, aquatic elf.
How you
I'm out of it
doing,
tonight,
baby?
apparently. As the aquatic elf steps out, she looks dead. Like, she has the blue skin of an elf. It is very clear that she is not a living being. As she steps
Pretty
out
good for being dead right there.
next to Rain, go ahead and roll for initiative. This will probably be... This is the kind of fight that hits hard but ends pretty fast, so I think we'll be able to squeeze this in as our last thing tonight. Alright, Yutpan coming in with a 17. Let's get Linnaean. Her roll is going to be 11. And then Carthagax, the Death Knight. She is going to get 22. As she steps through the door, he says, in just like a flat, emotionless voice, I don't particularly like when people interrupt my tortures. Lifts up her palm. You see it begin to glow a sickly green and lets out a pulse of energy towards all of you, particularly acidic energy. I'm going to need all 4 of the people up top to make a reflex save. I'll roll for Linnaean. Alright, Rain, pass. Terran, pass. Maris, pass. Linnaean also passes. I think only Terran has improved evasions. Everyone else is going to take half of this. So 16 acid damage to everyone up there. Then she's going to spin her huge halberd over her head and try and slam it into Rain.
Before you do that, Rain takes 10 of that, right?
Do you have acid resistance?
No, for my the damage thing, I take 2 off of each roll, right?
So it was 16 damage total for you because you halved the 31, so you take 2 off of that. So it goes down to 14 for you.
Okay.
But then she's going to hit you with her magical halberd. That is going to be... You see this is also glittering with acid, like flecking off the blade. You're going to take 43 damage as the acidic axe burns through your armor and cuts into your flesh. That's the end of her turn. Taryn?
All right. Taryn is going to swim through Linnaean to the 10 feet right here. And he is just going to attack once. For a 36.
36, that does hit. Dealing some damage. The Grave Knight just impassively turns to stare at you. Maris.
Cast a spell that I haven't cast before, and it's kind of a complicated spell.
Blessing of Fervor. Okay.
That sounds so fun.
Holy shit, okay. Who are you casting
I believe
on? Oh, 1 creature per level. Oh, so I can get all of you.
I'll actually move 5 feet.
Okay.
I'll get everybody, and you basically pick.
Oh, you get to pick which one? Oh, in each round they can choose one of the bonuses, so you can change it.
Round they can pick what they either 30-foot increased speed,
A glowing
swift action.
Oh hell yeah! This is so cool.
Oh, this is a fun spell.
Gain a +2 to attack and dodge. +2 to AC and reflex save.
Oh, meta magic a spell of 2nd level or lower, as if it were large, extended, silent, or still. All of you, a glowing winged symbol of Sarenrae appears on your chests, and you all have the Blessing of Fervor. Hell yeah. One question that does not have the healing subtype, does it? I don't think so. No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, excellent. Cetus, you are 20 feet away down the shaft holding Drarsissa.
I'm
Ye-
20 feet away. Does that mean that I got the spell?
Ooh, let's see the angles here. So, hold on. So you're down the shaft.
Looks like out of all of them, Yutpan would have been the most likely to get it.
I think Yutpan would definitely have it. No two of whom can be more than... Oh, is it no two of whom can be more than 30 feet apart? Okay, so it would be from Terran. Nah, you guys wouldn't be able to get it, because it'd be 20 from Terran, then 20 straight down. Which would be 40.
Alrighty.
It would actually go that far,
Would it?
right? Because we're level 13, so it would go 30 feet plus 25 feet. So it would go.
That's
55 feet.
that's the range of where you can center it, but the
I
targets
gotcha.
have to be
30 foot from. I got you.
Yeah. That's also totally how I thought haste worked for like the first 2 years I played Pathfinder, which is the only reason I noticed. All right.
Okay, then I'm gonna boop up
All right.
as one does,
just
and
boop on up.
I'm gonna use the precious ring from Triton, and I'm gonna cast magic missile.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and give me a caster level check.
Oh no! I have spell penetration.
I believe that makes
would make
them
it,
for
plus 15.
Okay. Cool. That sounds right.
Oh,
She holds out a hand and just one by one, moving the hand different directions, catches all of your magic missiles and just negates them.
can I just sink down below the lip of the thing?
Sure, you can be like, I mean, with magic missile, you could have just been like barely peeking over the surface and just try to like arc those shots because they can't miss.
Yeah,
She like looks
that's sort of what I
over.
want to do.
You can definitely do that. She looks over the pit.
Right as that happens, I want to go back down, real slow.
She looks over the pit where she can't see you because you're below the lip, but she saw the bolts come from that direction, and she's just like, whatever caster's there, wait your turn. I'll kill these ones first.
Uh-oh.
Alright, Yutpan, though. Yutpan's gonna make some moves here. So 20 feet up. And then, how far away is he from the shaft? Yutpan is going to charge past Cetus. Both weapons drawn to go directly in front of Carthagax, the Grave Knight. And just with one attack, I'm going to go with the Sawtooth Saber. It's the Nat 1. 11th one tonight. Hey, 1-1-1. She just parries it away with the head of her halberd. Which brings us to Rain.
Okay.
And so you have the Blessing of Fervor, so you could, I guess the best one would probably be +2 to attack rolls for this round.
Or make an extra attack as part of the full attack.
I scrolled past that one. Yeah, I mean, take your pick. Those are both dope.
Yeah, I'm going to make that one extra attack as part of the full attack action.
Okay, so just click it twice, and for the second one, we'll just take like the first attack.
Okay. I hit it twice. You did. Do 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 do.
Okay, so we got
Ooh, nice.
hit, and then all other 4 misses. They impact her armor, which seems to like shiver with pulses of shadow, just raw necromantic energy as the blows bounce off, except for the 32 for 23 damage. All right, that is going to be Linnean now. Linnean is going to gather power. You see her hold up her hands. Water and electricity swirls around as she goes in for a composite blast against the Grave Knight. which unfortunately, she spins her halberd super fast and redirects the flow. Alright, that is back to the Grave Knight. All right. So she's not going to do her blast thing again. However, she is going to attack 3 times with the axe. 1 on Terran, 1 on Yutpan, 1 on Rain. All right, Terran, you're up first. That is going to be a hit. You are going to take 27 damage. Next up is Yutpan. Also is going to get hit. For 50 damage. And finally, Rain is also going to get hit. For 43 damage.
Okay.
And she just boom, boom, boom. Halberd slashes into all of you. She's able to choke up on it so she can attack even with the reach weapon. All of you. I don't have time to torture you. I already have torture victims. I'll just slay you all here, so stand still. It'll go quicker. Terran, that is you.
I'm going to use one of my panache points and attack, and I will use the Blessing of Fervor. That's still going, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a round per level.
I will do it to make 1 extra attack as a full action. Kind of like haste. Right?
Yep. Yeah, it would add an extra attack as per haste. Okay. Attack number 1 is a crit. One that she survives. The only other attack to a hit is number 2. She is still standing.
And then just the first one.
The first one.
For 38.
With second thoughts, Rapier lashes forward, stabs through her breastplate with a burst of necromantic energy. Her physical form dissipates, and her weapon and armor sink to the floor.
Oh, that was easy.
Hey, you guys have earned it. You guys had a lot of deaths in this campaign, but you are paying back the enemies tenfold right now.
Yes, we have had a lot of deaths.
I am now that she's dead. I will say, give me, those of you who have it, a knowledge religion check as Dressissa comes up behind you all. Okay, 26 and 24. Okay, both of you would know a lot more about Grave Knights. A Grave Knight is an undead who, in death, their life force doesn't cling to their body. It clings to their armor. Almost in the same way like a lich is bound to their phylactery.
So is this armor cursed? Then, like, if we put it on, will she come out and, like, take over the body?
You would know with those rolls, luckily, that if you put on the armor of a Grave Knight, you'd be risking both your body and your soul, because it would start to reform around your body with, like, shadowy tentacles, and also try to take over your mind.
Gross. Gross. Real gross.
Rain.
You would also know that
Take a step back.
it will reform somewhere between 1 and 10 days,
Destroyed?
unless the armor is not destroyed but cleansed. There's 2 ways to do it, or 3 ways, excuse me. The first is a break enchantment spell. The next is the Holy Word spell. And the third varies Grave Knight to Grave Knight. Basically, you would have to recreate the exact circumstance surrounding the Grave Knight's original death.
Yep.
You could ask around, see if you find in the dungeon. I will say, though, you would know that her weapon, it's not part of the same thing. Like, it is just like an extra weapon that she took once she reformed as a Grave Knight. So that is a +1 halberd. Unfortunately, not with any extra acid bonus. That was something she was just doing as a Grave Knight. All right, so let's give you XP for Carthagax.
So could I just destroy the armor with disintegrate? Would that work?
Or you could give it to someone you don't like.
Give me one. So first of all,
Nutpan!
I'm not putting on that armor.
I wasn't talking about him. I said someone you don't like.
Oh. Most of you don't like me, so I assumed.
That
Yeah,
was
you're an
drow
assassin.
voice.
Let me have my fun. You would know that there is a chance if you fully disintegrated it rather than trying to sunder the armor, then yes, it could work.
Okay. I could do that, but that's one of my 6th level spells.
Up to you.
We think that we're gonna hang around this place long enough for her to reform?
Well, I hope not.
Do you guys think you're gonna be here between 1 and 10 days?
No.
Oh,
Are there any... Clearly somebody in there is hurt. Can we look in there, see if there are, like, cells, and if they are, put the armor in there,
Okay.
lock it? Shit.
So looking into that next room, now that she is dead, crammed with all things jagged and sharp, the walls here are festooned with daggers, harpoons, knives, saws, spring-loaded traps, and even rows of nails, all points facing out. Complete jawbones of massive sharks and menacing bunyips appear to lunge from amid the implements, while nets, sails, and broken shards of ship and other flotsam hang from the ceiling or lie on the table, amalgamated into twisted statues and tableaus. In the midst of this stands an Iron Maiden. 2 stone doors lead out from opposite sides of the room. The southeastern door has a narrow viewing slit. And the one you guys just came through has a heavy metal bar that you can lock behind you.
I think someone should open up the Iron Maiden. Someone might be in there who's being tortured.
Is there, like... Is there any life that Mr. Sausage could pick up? Or any unlife?
Mr. Sausage picks up a faint set of life coming from inside the Iron Maiden. Yutpan
Oh, my
turns to
God.
he's like, "Bird, is there anything inside before I open it?"
There is in fact something alive in there, but just barely. You can get that open.
This is...
Before,
Yes, I could get
The
this
life
open.
has flickered out. You'll have done something good in the eyes of Pharasma for once. You dirtbag.
I don't see you being able to pick any locks, Bird Brain. He walks over muttering about how, like, torture is just inefficient and there's no point in it.
Rain goes to push him as he talks back to Mr. Salt.
Can I have Cetus, like, try to grab her?
Yeah, sure.
Just not like... Just like, please, not whenever there's something in there. Wait, that was the wrong accent. Wait, there's actually somebody in there that's dying. We probably should just let him work.
He
Yes,
shouldn't be rude to the bird.
let me work.
Let me kill him.
This is really a matter of life and death. Please.
He pops open the Iron Maiden. Inside, you see a male aquatic elf who has been pierced just all over his body. It all seems like he had been subjected to necromancy spells, like the
I want him.
Incure Light wounds that you saw. You want him?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the cure mod. Give me
Okay.
just a second. So that
Absolutely.
I can find the wand. Gotta mark it off.
I would cast heal on Rain.
All right. So 2 flares of healing magic. The healing rain for was now 130.
Yep.
130 points to rain. The
And
wand.
then I would channel 2 more times.
All right. Channels go off. Wand goes off
you
with the
heal Yutpan?
wand. Oh, let me heal up Yutpan with the channels.
With the channel.
Oh, is Yutpan in
or
the
would you
channels?
selective?
He's in the channels this time.
Okay. He did.
Oh.
He did some work in combat this time. All right. So with the initial wand blast, then followed off with the other channels, you do stabilize this person, and their eyes flicker open as they kind of slump forward in the water.
And I guess whoever's closest, which would either be Cetus with the wand or Yutpan, who had just picked it open, would catch him.
Yutpan just like one hand still holding the saber, holds out the other arm and just catches him and tries to like prop him up against the now closed Iron Maiden. The guy catches his breath. It's like,
What's your name? Where did you come from?
my name is Avarvin. He looks around at you all. He's like, I was captured from a nearby aquatic elf settlement in the Arcadian Ocean. Give me a sense
This guy
motive.
look tough.
Give me a sense motive on him. Oh, he looks very muscular. He just looks exhausted.
Bye, Diane.
All right, bye, Diane. We're gonna wrap
Diane,
up here
I'll
in
check
about 1 minute. This is like the last thing.
I'll hit you up tomorrow, Diane.
He with those checks though, CS, you would know that he is lying. He was not captured from a nearby settlement.
Who are you really taken from?
I was a guard in the prison cells in the floor below. Well, 2 floors down. Carthagax, she just took me to torture me. All right, look, I have had enough. I'll leave this place and never come back. There's I can tell you how many are down. There's 15 prisoners down there. Rescue them. I don't care anymore.
Help us.
She quickly nods.
Oh, this is a she.
Sorry, he quickly nods. And with that...
Is he, like, armored and stuff?
Oh, no, he's, like, barely wearing a loincloth. He's been, like, tortured half to death. Mostly to death.
All right,
He was bleeding out.
We'll find him some stuff.
He nods, and as he kind of sinks to his knees, Yutpan just staring impassively next to him. That is where we're going to end our session for today. I'm going to give a brief shout out, as always, to the lovely Sirenscape. And then, if you want to stick around for a final ad to support the channel, feel free. We'll be back tomorrow with Rise of the Rune Lords, which they are only a few sessions away from beating the entire campaign. Shit is getting real very quickly in there. Thanks,
Yes, it is.
as always, to Sirenscape for the amazing atmosphere and music. You can add these sounds and more to your game when you download either the Sirenscape desktop or mobile app. The app is free and comes with 10 sound sets that are included to get you started. You don't even need to register. Just go on over to Sirenscape.com to find out more. Thanks everyone for watching, and either we'll see you next week for this game, or we'll see you later in the week for other games. Have a good night.
Bye, everyone.
And